Get him, get him, get him, get him. Yeah!
Yeah, baby.
Go on, D! You need me? Okay, here's the thing. We were going to do this at Lake St. Clair, so if you're sitting on mile roads 9 to 11, well, we're not there. We pulled an audible. I got my man D. Hite. Welcome to Zona Live. Get in the boat! Way to go, bud! Yay! Get back!
Look at that one straight ahead.
Oh,
See,
God.
it's already going off.
Why don't you throw one up at the feeder, Z-Train? Get out of here, man. Wait, what's he doing out here? What? Wait, what?
It doesn't get any better than this.
Attaboy. Oh, we got a smallmouth. Oh, gosh. I mean, come on, D.
You're watching Zona Live. Brought to you by Humminbird.
Oh, friends, welcome to Zona Live presented by Humminbird. And here's the thing. I basically kidnapped the entire Bassmaster live crew. I got my guy, Davy Hite. Davy, we've pulled an audible today, haven't we?
We have.
We planned on doing this at Lake St. Clair, but I'm not going to lie, even though guys are right there right now catching 100 to 200, we decided to go to the west side of the state and ignore all of the good information we had and go for broke. We have found a little lake. It's a public lake on the west side of the state, loaded with quality largemouth. And that canal right there has got them. We have held back for the last 45 minutes. Our guys over there, we got Vandy, Wes, there he is, Ron Moore. Ron, tell us what we've got today, friend.
We've got a lot of awesome opportunities for fans. All you guys got to do is get on Twitter and Facebook, hashtag Zona Live and hashtag sweepstakes, and you'll be able to ask your questions that Davey and Zona will answer. And even if your question doesn't get asked on live, you'll be entered to win multiple prizes, 2 Bass Pro Shops gift cards, 2 Zona prize packs, and folks, if Zona's going to give out goodies, you know they're going to be good.
Oh, we've got
goodies.
some stuff. We have got some stuff, friend. Here's what I kind of wanted to definitely show. As much as I've been at Lake St. Clair, and Dave even made the comment, he said, don't threaten me to go catch 150 smallmouth off 10 Mile Road right now with 97 boats. Get him, get him, get him, get him.
Just a munchkin.
What's happened here, this is no joke. Let me just, uh-oh, I got one.
I think we're going to have a good day, folks.
What's happened here, let's power pull down right here for a second. What's happened here is, and I'm going to ask everybody to be patient. See these little guys right here? See these little guys? They got in here about 4 days ago. It was really like the 3rd day of the Kentucky Lake Tournament. When I got here and looked around, the males came in. This is no joke. 4 days ago, there were snow piles on the bank. There were snow piles still up here. This certain lake was froze about 20 days ago, and the fish went from deep to that shallow, literally, in 14 days. I don't know that I've ever seen that living in the north, but here's the thing. I often pick on my friend D. Wayne in Alabama, tell him I'm gonna go smallmouth fishing. Today's for you, D. Wayne. Today is for you, friend. There's some things gonna happen in there. Oh. Really?
Yes.
Uh-huh. I came through here. This is no joke. We were lock, stock, and barrel. We were lock, stock, and barrel. We were gonna go to St. Clair. And Davey and Ronnie were in the studio. Tommy Sandoval was sick all weekend. We're going to get into that. We're going to break down that whole story here. And I was fishing on this lake, catching a few nice quality ones. And all of a sudden, I went up shallow. I was just fishing the lake too deep. There's one right there.
Good one.
Biggin. And, Ooh. And I went through here, and I did a call in with Davey and Ronnie, and I was staring down the side of this. Oh, I'll get your butt up in here, boy. And I went through this canal, and I'm not kidding you. I'm being dead serious. I'll bet you there was hundreds. There was hundreds. And what was interesting was they weren't very intelligent. Majority of what we're going to throw today is swim baits, coffee tubes, maybe a little red eye shad. But here's the great thing. You ready? I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to get to work. I brought Davy here yesterday. Not only are they in the canal, pan down that bank right there for the next 2 miles. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. They're down the whole shoreline. Be a fun day. Fun day. Okay. We're actually going to do a regular Zona show later today. We're going to switch lakes. What's weird about the west side of the state compared to everywhere else is this is a shallower lake, you know. It's got a mixed bag. I hope we could see some smallmouth and largemouth today. But what's interesting is like this lake's in full-blown pre-spawn, spawn, and then there's a lake that's just north of here that's about 200 feet deep, that the water temp is still, 38 to 42, and those fish are in winter time, to where you could be on a lake like this and they're up doing their thing, and the very next lake, it's still winter time. I want to go up in there so bad, Davey.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. There's so many fish in there. Or it was yesterday. Should be today.
Mm-hmm. There he is. Little. All right, to give everybody at home to dial this in, back behind cameraman EK, giant spawning flat that's about 3 to 4 feet of water. But up in here, they've got it dug out for all the summer boats, and you're looking at about 8 to 10 feet of water. So those fish will just sag down in there and wait to come up and pop and spawn. Okay. Mm-hmm. Gosh, what would Van Damme think seeing me throwing a jerkbait? Seriously, he'd be so proud of me. Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Click.
Oh, there are some big ones in here. Don't be scared of the old swim jig.
Yeah, that's what I'm laying this down right now.
Just roll it through that center.
Right now, baby.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm just looking. Just have that.
Oh, we're gonna catch them.
You want to take the right side or you want to do the swim?
Wherever
jig?
you want me.
It's up to you. I'll do anything.
I'll get on the right side.
Okay.
That wall, pretty tempting.
Uh-huh. There he is. Oh my gosh. It was a spawner bite. Okay. Settle down.
Hooked up that time. Came back for more,
Came
didn't
back
he?
and got it. Okay. Just little guys right now, but that's all good. That's all good. Ooh, he's peeing. What we saw yesterday is down that wall. There's a bunch of those males, but there's some really big males. Like there's some 3.5 to 4 pound males, but there's some females floating off the edge of it that are, I mean, bleh. Go ahead, D, go ahead. Good start.
Good start. Good start.
Here, let me get some of that out of your way.
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
Close you want me to get to that wall, you
I
think?
get right on her. Get right on her. Just ease on down. We're gonna get them down that thing. Ronnie, we got lots of questions loaded. Yeah.
Every hour. We're getting them rolling in
Okay.
as we speak. Make sure you do hashtag Zona Live and hashtag sweepstakes to get your questions in. You gotta be in the continental US and you gotta be 18 years of older. No purchase required, obviously, but that's the only hang up there. 2 awesome Bass Pro Shops gift cards. Not gonna tell you how much just yet, but it might be in the triple digits if that helps your question asking. And 2 Zona prize packs with all the goodies that Zona wants to give you.
Get him. Get him. Go, D. Dude, it's gonna get ugly today. I mean, ugly.
Oh, he's peeing on you. Sorry, Karen. I know you have to wash the clothes. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
I didn't mean
good.
to-
You're good. You're good.
I'm just getting excited.
Was that on the regular swimmer?
That was on Hunter and Jacob swimming.
Oh,
Big shout out to Hunter and Jacob.
Hunter and Jacob tied Davy a swim jig up for this trip.
Might have to tie me a few more up after fishing this for a day or two. I like it.
They getting it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's staggering is, being dead serious to me, is I'm gonna rip one down the side of that. What's staggering to me is when I came in here it had been Monday, just this little canal, how many big bass flood into an area like this. You know, you always, doesn't matter where you're at, you always hear, oh, they're coming up, they're coming up, they're coming up, stuff like that. It was unbelievable to look in here and just see how many truly, you know, came up. Had all kinds of problems. Gonna have fun today. And what I noticed is on this lake is you'll goof around and then all of a sudden you'll just catch a great big one out of nowhere.
What?
I don't know. There's another boat out here now. Big
Oh, that's the kind we were talking about. That's the bigger female sitting out there.
Uh-huh.
Why don't we, had my chance for a double.
Oh! Nice one. Good bite, D.
Yeah, oh yeah, I should have caught it.
I made 3 casts with that jerkbait and put it down.
You just did it, give a shout out to Kevin, that's all. So many choices, so little time. I need that little. You got the tube on, don't you?
That's right.
Oh,
There you
yes.
go.
You read my mind.
There you go.
You read my mind.
15 pound on that, baby.
Okay, great.
15 pound. There he is.
Oh,
There he is.
they're out in the middle.
Right in the middle. That's a big one. Hold up right here, Dean. That's a big one. That's a great tip for somebody at home. When you're fishing like this, those bigger ones, oh gosh.
Sorry. That's a fighter now, isn't it?
Good one. Oh, he's got one hook. He's got one hook. That's a big one.
Yes.
Female sitting out in the middle. This is no joke. You ready? If you remember, if you pan back mentally to Lake Menderchuck with Van Dam last year, I hooked a stick right at the beginning. Van Dam caught him on a jerkbait. Look what he left in my boat. That's a nice one. Dude, it went gunk.
Really? Is that pole?
Like it. There he is.
Oh, did Van Dam leave 2 of those in your boat or just 1?
Look how they're getting it. a lake like this, it's that clear, go with a real natural color. Majority of these fish this time of year when they get up and they're thinking about spawning, that's a KVD jerkbait and natural perch, whether it's perch or bluegill, they'll come in here and before they lock, they'll disintegrate anything that's near where they're wanting to spawn. Oh, it's gonna be a fun day.
It's gonna be a fun day. Already having fun.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I just had another one.
Did you?
Yeah. So the truth is, one of the reasons why we did not go to St. Clair today, besides it gassing 15 to 25 out of the west, which is not a bad win there, is as great as the fishing is there, there's so many boats there right now. When I went there, I had a prize trip for Boat US a couple weeks ago. It's so crowded right now, and the reason it's crowded is how phenomenal it is. It's a little bit, I told Davy, this time of year, it gets like the scene out of Caddyshack out on the water with Judge Schmales. They ought to kill that.
Yeah, they should. I'm waiting on them.
But one of the things that you notice on a lot of these, bless you, a lot of these lakes is the largemouth lakes up here get totally ignored. Totally ignored. You know, the majority of the in-staters and out-of-towners will go smallmouth fishing, and like there's some stretches down through here that it's like the fish haven't even seen a lure, even though it's a public lake. You know, this certain lake's has a lot of tournament pressure on it in the summertime. But this time of year, everybody's so focused in on hunting morels or hunting smallmouth. Oh, here we go. Huh? Yeah. I don't know what to throw.
I'm trying to keep them honest. I can't get a bite on the bottom.
That's weird. I got bit on that first throw on that. Wind is where they're going to go bonkers today. That's a little swim jig my boys tied up for Davy to match the bluegill. I've got one. Huh? You want to throw a wacky worm down that wall?
Might need to. Heck to. See, how many lakes have such a good mixture of largemouth and smallmouth like this one?
Not many.
Not many.
Not many. Not many. Not that has. We ain't seen it yet. But this lake has more 2.5 pound to 4 pound fish than any lake that are both. You know what you saw yesterday. Ronnie had in his photo gallery.
Good job on the photo gallery there, Ron Moore.
Beautiful.
It's all you guys catching. Good photo galleries are just because of the guys who are in them catching.
Kid's killing it.
Yes, he is.
We do have some questions, Z, if you want to answer some.
Go, man.
So just a heads up, it looks like a bunch of Jims and Johns are up early watching right now because all the questions are from Jims and Johns. So the first one from Jim Marco on Facebook. Z-Train, if you and Davy Hite had to pick only one lake and could go anywhere and couldn't go anywhere else that you had to fish the rest of your life, where would it be?
Go, dude.
Oh, well, because it's near and dear to my heart, Lake Murray, where I grew up fishing. But as far as the best fishery right now, what you think, Z? They come and go and cycle in and out. It's hard to narrow it down to just one.
I always go back to where we taped years ago, Ontario.
Yeah.
Where
we met?
Ontario. Yeah.
Where we met?
PJ's. Oh, what a night.
PJ's. It's still there, by the way.
It is a little creepier now than it used to be.
So Ontario for you, Z?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. The reason why, you know what's interesting? What's interesting is you asked what, you know, Davey said what other lakes. That's one of the rare places that you can do this. You can goof around in a canal and catch a bunch of smallmouth and then go out and catch largemouth out there. Or I'm sorry, vice versa. It's just, that's a special place. That it's, you know, it's one of those places also that the fish throughout the last decade, you know, 2 decades have gotten huge.
Yeah,
to
when we were first going up there, a 15-pound stringer was rare, and now a 15-pound stringer you
get sent home.
Another one from Facebook, John Angler. I don't know if that's his real last name or if he's just an angler, but John Angler says this one's for Davey. What's more scary, rolling out the last day of the Classic in contention or rolling into Bass Live and they say Tommy Sanders is sick and you're hosting by yourself?
I'd say rolling into Bass Live hosting my. But hey, I had great partners there. I should have had a little more confidence in you, Ronnie, Such, all the people in the truck.
I was scared for you guys. 15 years that guy's never missed a day. Oh, I saw it. 15 years, Tommy's never missed a day. And I turned on Bass Live on, well, it would have been Sunday, right?
Sunday,
and I went, oh no.
Tell the truth, you said this was about to be a train wreck, didn't you?
I did.
We've got a couple Twitter questions we'll answer as well. Angela Braden says, in unpredictable weather during the spring, what are your 3 must-have baits?
Hold up, Ron.
We'll answer that after the
Have to get back to that in just a second after he lands his big friggin', maybe we double up.
Get him, D.
Oh,
no.
You're kidding me. He broke me off.
Are you serious?
Big one.
Was it?
Yeah, I think maybe he hit the trolling motor, just made a fast
Let me get
dive.
You. I'll get you.
Oh. Wow. You hate to do that. It's not a tournament, but you always hate to do that. I might have leaned on him a little too hard, I'll have to admit.
The right
box.
The right box.
Did you have a left box or just the right box?
Well, when you grab the wrong box, oh, it's the wrong box. Hey, it's the right box. There he is.
Yeah. Just to rub it in a little more. Do a little jumping. Thank you, thank you. I got it, got it.
Okay.
Zona and I have fished together a lot.
A ton.
But not many people get your sinker, get your hook, just to get the right box for you, the whole 9 yards. I mean, that is awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I might have leaned on that one a little too much, I must admit.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Broke him off.
What's working up there, Dave?
Time a little double improved clinch. Zona's shark knot is equally as good, maybe better, I don't know. He actually tied my knot for me a couple times yesterday. What a nice guy.
I mean, my safety is off on every cast right now.
And not many people tie your knots for you. And to be quite honest with you can't trust just anybody to tie your knot, but I certainly trust the old shark knot. I got a feeling I'm gonna sit on a treble hook sometime today.
No doubt. It's already a disaster in here. We're 35 minutes in this thing. There's 3 guys that didn't get the memo that they're biting at St. Clair.
The only 3.
There's it. Oh my gosh.
Here's another thing that's pretty cool about going with these. He's got lots of baits. Lots of baits.
Dude, I came down it with a tube and just donk.
Oh, you can't break them off, Davey. Can't break them off.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right. I think we're going to get a lot of shots on goal from what I'm seeing. I'm going to tell you, I've missed a few on that tube. No doubt they're spawning you. Dunk, dunk.
Right.
Go ahead and take it.
What was that question we were in the middle of?
I guess.
Everything-
I don't know. There's a lot of ADD already in this boat.
Everything pauses for a fish catch.
Oh, we'll take a pause then.
Get him! Get him! What was that?
Again, if I don't horse this one too much. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
I mean, locked up, Jack. Need help with that one?
Whatever.
You got him?
They're biting so good. I got him. You get one on.
Way to go, dude. Way to go. It's a good one, isn't it?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Get my junk out of your way.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. Just
Job.
straight up pulling too.
Is that a Hunter and Jacob fish?
Oh, you got my jig.
Ooh! Ooh!
Come back here.
Ooh!
Come back here. Ooh! Yes, yes, yes.
Ooh! What going on over here?
Yes, yes, yes. Sorry.
Dude, them biggins are in the middle, man.
Check that out. That's a nice welcome to Zona Live.
Let 'em board,
what's
dude.
going on down here?
Dude, good job.
Now, everybody knows I'm a southern boy, but that's a pretty largemouth right there. I mean, look how fat. Look at the colors. Look at the...
That's awesome.
Hey guys, they're biting in here. Don't let them know.
I hope they're not watching Zona Live. They're gonna know our spot.
Never go shh when you got slime all over your finger because you get it all over your lips.
Hey, Davey, He was out in the middle, wasn't he?
He was.
Ooh.
Did you notice the way I did the little slide with you?
I did.
Got you over by the wall. They were
did.
biting out here.
I did. It'll be a Fonzie live.
What was that question again, Ronnie?
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Very cool. Very cool. If you notice, everything that Davy and I are throwing, everything matching little bluegills. Everything you throw right now, whether it's the red-eye shads, the tubes, a menace, it doesn't matter what it is, you've got to have it looking like a bluegill right now.
They just get so defensive.
Yeah, I mean,
Bluegill around their beds, don't they?
No, but that question.
oh yeah, about that question.
What was that question, Ronnie?
Angela from Twitter wanted to know, with the up and down weather in the spring, hot, cold, oftentimes, 3 baits to help catch more fish in the spring when the weather is fluctuating up and down.
Go, D.
Well, first of all, you couldn't get a better example. What Zona really found this canal the day before I got here. We took a peek at it yesterday, but being in a spawning area where you got shallow water and some fish can spawn, but when the weather's changing and it gets cold at night and you have a front come in, something like that, let me make a cast right quick. You want to find a place where those fish can move in and out without going very far, if you understand what I'm saying. 10 yards there in 8 feet of water,
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
back up on the bed. So you've got both. So that's the places I like to look for. And then Zona hit the nail on the head. Anything looks like a bluegill, the bass get so defensive this time of year when they're spawning. They don't want those bluegills around their beds at all. And a lot of times you'll miss some fish because they're not really eating. They're just trying to kill those bluegill from
They're
being
just
around their
pissed.
beds. Good question. Good question.
Oh gosh.
And then we'll just knock out one more for this. This one is for Zona.
Yep.
Did the Bears do enough in the offseason to surround Mitch with enough talent so we could beat those low-life Lions?
Whoa, hey, come on now.
Go
I got
Bears.
some friends that are on the Lions. They are low life, though. Yeah, I think so. I think so. We got Allen Robinson, Taylor Gabriel from the Falcons, stole some, get him! Snatched up some Trey Burton from the Eagles. I mean, I like what, who's that wide receiver we got from? Anthony Miller. Yeah, I mean.
I think he's going to be a good player.
Yeah.
I do.
Roquan Smith.
Roquan. I'm all jacked up right now, bad. Like bad. I want to feel one slack line that jerkbait again. There's a mess. You know what's weird about that? Who asked that last question?
The Bears question?
No, the
Or
Angela.
the
Angela?
seasonal. Angela Braden from Twitter.
You know what Davey said, anything that looks like a bluegill, anything. Jerkbait, a tube, a jig. But the other side is I've never seen, in my lifetime, I've never seen a spring like this that has gone from winter to early summer in 14 days.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything. And here's what's weird is it's been 80 to 85 degrees here in Michigan with freeze warnings tonight. You know, that's strange.
That's, with the weather like that, I think it's so important having a little deeper water close to these spawning
Where they
areas.
can sag.
Yep.
Oh, look. She's coming out saying hi. Hi there. No, you're not watching, are you?
Come on, you can get closer. It's not our yards. We're totally trespassing here.
Don't mind us trespassing just for our personal gain today.
Yeah. I guess one trespasser can give another person the opportunity to trespass. I had to bring a van to lock you all up.
Thank you. Kill him with kindness. Kill him with kindness. Thank you. You generally know the ones that are coming out to go with you. Yeah, exactly right.
And we're not going to get many opportunities without fish catches today, so I'm just going to ask some questions because they're coming in.
Yeah.
Davey, this one's from you, from Jim Camaro on Facebook.
Jim Camaro?
I know.
Is that a cool name or what?
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Camaro.
Hello,
That's
darling. My name is Jim Camaro.
Davey, what's the hardest part about watching your fierce fish out on the elites while you're not competing and still being in the game somewhat?
The hardest part, just wanting to be out there, with them. But I also want to make this clear. I was out there for 20 plus years and enjoyed it, but I enjoy what I'm doing right now.
I hear you.
I enjoy what I'm doing right now.
I hear you.
I don't want to put salt in the wound, but that big one that you broke off, Davey, just
Did it jump again?
jumped
Did it
again.
really?
Yeah, just jumped again.
Glad you didn't want to put salt in the wound there, Ronnie. Appreciate it, bud.
Ronnie, for everybody at home, did catch his PB and second PB personal best smallmouth yesterday with the crew.
He did.
Yep.
Nothing big or impressive, but for a Southern boy, they're all good.
And I don't want to rub salt in the wound, Ronnie, but you squealed like a little girl.
I did.
You did.
I did.
You really
Hey, as
did.
long as you don't post that video, Davey, I won't post the other video that you know about
That video
from that
never
same
My
fish
friend
catch.
Ron Moore.
Cody Johnston from Twitter wanted to know, do you think the electronics being so advanced that people get stuck relying on those compared to just going and fishing and figuring out those patterns
Yeah.
casting?
Yeah. In all honesty, here's what's interesting is we have a spot out here that Davey and I found yesterday that we mega imaged out here, and we're going to go to it. We're going to go to it in about 2 hours, that you could see every pebble, every little patch of sandgrass that's on it. I'm not going to lie. If it's there to use it. If you're not using that on the,
Oh, I saw that.
dang it.
Saw that.
If you're not using that stuff on the Elite Series, you're behind the 8 ball. Did you see my line?
Yeah.
Total spawner, guaranteed. Big ones are. Huh. If I wasn't lazy, I'd grab a wacky worm out and go to work on them, but I can't do it.
No.
I can't bring myself to do it. Good first hour catches, guys. Great first hour. You want the wall?
I'm good either way.
You good?
I'll get over there.
Okay. Okay. Keep rocking and firing. Any questions you got, Ron? Hey, when we come back from break, though, I do want to. I want to break down exactly how it went down with Tommy Sanchez, the Sanchez, not coming in. Like, I want to. Here's what's interesting about that. Sanders missing that. That was my ultimate fear for 15 years.
Well, I didn't have to fear it very long before it happened.
Oy, ay, 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 ay. When it. Here's what's interesting is you get, and you guys, I texted, you guys did phenomenal at it, but I wasn't even in the studio and I had anxiety. Like, bad anxiety.
Did Zachers have to run and hide from you while you were watching?
Zachers could care less if Tommy was there or not, trust me. Get him. Just get him.
I'm against the wall, baby.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. 15-pound line. Okay. Oh gosh. That's one of them saggers. Zachers.
Coming to you hot, Z. Get him.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How about
Yes,
that
sir.
one right there? That's a female.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Little baits. Little guys. Little bluegill ones. How about that?
Look at that.
Go,
Beautiful fish.
Hug a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
Look at Ron producing it. I mean, you are a mini Steven Spielberg. Good job, dude.
Look at that fish.
That is phenomenal. Can I tell you something?
A few more shots. Come on with it.
I love when you set the hook.
Having fun. I love when you set the hook.
He put the
Yeah.
steel wood to that one. Whatever
You
that
get a
means.
good shot of that fish. I mean, they're so pretty. I hate to let
That
it
is a
go.
good one. That's a good one.
Heavy, just feels like you're holding a brick. Hey, did you get a good shot of that fish? How about Ron Moore? Did you get? I'm sorry. I'm having fun.
We only got 4 hours.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun?
If that doesn't get your heart just pop, 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 something's wrong with you.
That's awesome, dude. That is just awesome.
Perfect question.
Hey, you want the wall?
Can I? Let me blink with one.
I mean, it's yours. Nice guy like me lets him use his own rod and reel, his own bait. Oh, and it didn't take him long. It did not take him long.
Oh, that is so fun. It went down and went, oh no! I'm out of control right now. I am a hot mess. Dude, it went down and went, tunk! Oh, that's fun.
They don't like that little bluegill, do they? What was the perfect question, Ron?
Yeah,
Moore?
what's up?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah, let it fly.
Somebody asked, let me find them. Mitch Moore, how do you determine the perfect variance for your jerkbait? Is it seasonally based? What are your rules of thumb? You
Good
guys have been
timing.
moving the jerkbait okay speed right now this morning, you know.
You want me to hit that one?
Yeah.
Or use it? I think every day is a different day. Don't get locked in on one cadence, one rhythm. Front coming in, I slow down more. The colder the water temperature, I slow down and pause more. Although, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a Mike McClellan. I don't let it sit there for 20 or 30 seconds, but I'll pause a little longer if I know you got a front coming or going. High pressure, I tend to pause the bait more. But just like with a crankbait or anything, if you're a Texas rig, a tube, if you're not getting bites, change your cadence. Find that rhythm, find that speed. It's so important. And don't get locked in on one. But
And one of the biggest things, when you catch one, what did you do? What was your rhythm?
100%. Yep. And like, don't be like me when I catch a 4 or 5 pounder. I totally forgot what I was doing before that. Oh, what? He was on there. Oh, our friends,
Yeah.
they're getting a little closer now that we're
They
catching
wanna
them better,
come
but
in with
that's
some
cool.
apple pie, aren't they?
That's cool.
We'll be good. We got lots of areas to fish. It's gonna be a fun live today for everybody.
Bet you.
Davey, I've missed doing live.
You have.
I haven't done a Zona Live since the Ayler show last year.
That was a good one.
That was fun.
Ooh.
That was fun. Cold. I'm starting to see all shiny spots along the seawall.
Me too.
swimming off with it.
Ah, geez, what?
Got to be kidding me. Do I got those menaces out? I don't, do I?
I'll get them.
You might as well just keep that bag out. We're gonna blast them.
They're over
Wes,
here.
don't walk up there any further real quick. What's that?
They're here.
Yeah, there's a huge bag in there. Huge bag. Oop.
Different kind of question, Z.
Yeah, go.
Just knowing you a little bit, what's your anxiety level having a wet boat right now?
Not good. Not good. Not good at all. It's not good. I don't know if anybody. We talked about it on Bassmaster Live last year while I was in studio with Sanders. Like, it's my biggest pet peeve on planet Earth is having a wet boat. We got done yesterday and went and checked a smallmouth lake. We're going to take a look at that later today. Don't think we ain't. That it started pouring, but they were biting. But I didn't want to do live there just because it'd be gassing on that lake right now. But it's bad. It's at a 10. Yeah, yesterday, while it was raining, I was getting mad.
We've got one interesting question from Melsworth77 on Twitter. Bass fishing. Think about bass fishing in 2008 to now. What changes do you see in the next 10 years in bass fishing, maybe at the pro level or just industry in general?
Davey, go.
The biggest thing I think you'll see change, we've got so many high school and college anglers now. The Carhartt College Series is, I thought I had one there. It's changed our sport. So many more young fishermen out here now that in 10 years, they'll be veteran tournament fishermen. And we've seen the level of competition on the Bassmaster Elite Series go up, 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 and it's going to keep on doing that. It's going to keep doing that. There's so many young anglers that are fishing tournaments now at 15, 16 years old, even younger. And I always thought that was one of my biggest assets, to be able to start fishing tournaments as young as I did. Granted, they were 10, 20, 25 buck entry fees. You'd win 100, 150, but at 15, I was going nuts, okay? But now there are thousands and thousands of young anglers that are fishing tournaments, 10, 15 tournaments a year, that are less than 20 years old. There are thousands of them. And I think that's going to change our sport for sure. Just the level of competition.
Along the lines of that, I'll tell you, what's interesting is when Jerry and others, it was Bowman and it was other people from other organizations went, oh no, barking, there was, gosh, I can't do it. I was going to get the worm out back here. I'm not doing it. I will not throw a wacky worm. I won't do it, dude. Is when college tournaments really started, Sanders and I would ask each other, we'd be like, do you really think one of these college kids will ever go on to fish or do good in the elites? And obviously the answer is
oh, I love to see you do that.
The answer is 1,000,000%. Get in here.
Oh yes.
Is yes. From, and not only that, all the way to, whether it's FLW or you look at Justin Atkins and Jordan and, Brandon Card and I'm forgetting, Matt Lee, you can go on and on and on. It's weird, but college has gone on to, it's now the feeder system for the opens and then the opens to, and you see that same thing, across the board from high school on. I mean, I would not doubt, here's what I can see changing in the next few years. I think you'll start to see elementary Bassmasters, preschool Bassmaster tournaments, like 500 boats.
Not only the people competing, but me the industry people. The industry is going to be full of former college people
No
that
doubt.
tried to fish
No
and
doubt.
compete, you know. And
I knew you
wouldn't
when
be here
you-
right now with
Gosh.
you guys if it wasn't for college.
Gosh, bite it again. Tunk. I'm starting to get anxiety. I want to go catch bigger ones.
Oh, there's some big ones in here. There's some big ones in here.
Fun day. Fun day.
Have you seen our possum today? Or was he
I
just
haven't.
playing
No, he's back
possum?
that way. Poor thing. Oh, you're right. He's up here.
Got it. Ooh, I saw your line moving. Yep.
So weird, dude.
Soaked.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, spawner. Bites are real sharp. I think there's one looking at us right there.
We've just been asking a bunch of great questions. And if you want to get your questions answered, all you've got to do is go on Twitter and hashtag Zona Live and hashtag sweepstakes. Ask your question. You'll be, you know, in our system. I'll be able to maybe funnel them to them. But even if they're not asked on live, still a chance to win prizes. Go also on the Bassmaster, the Davy Hite, and the Zona's Awesome Fishing Show page. All three pages. You can definitely post your comments there. Hashtag Zona Live and hashtag sweepstakes. Ask them, and you can win. The prizes up today, 2 Zona prize packs, all kinds of goodies from him and his supporting sponsors, as well as 2 Bass Pro Shops gift cards. I'm not going to give the specific amount, but it's definitely
It's big.
3 digits. Buy plenty of baits.
It's awesome, dude.
Are we live? I love being in the studio.
Oh, wait. Hey, you're
Are we
not,
live?
gosh. Oh, I gotta start paying
Were
attention.
we live for that one? You missed one, and we were live.
No, the best ones. Hey, we're not live, are we?
We're just watching.
And it makes you feel good when they say, "Hey, we're not live, are we?" Yeah, we're live. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, dude.
It's like they slowed down when we go a minute without catching one. See?
I know. All right, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna fish the other side of this canal when we come back from break. Show a few highlights from the morning. Questions, as many as you can send us, and come right back because we're gonna pull on a few more because we got a couple areas left. Yep. Get it right next to the boat. La-di-da-di-da. And dude, it's gonna get ugly today. Oh.
Yes.
female sitting out in the middle. I'll get him, dude. Ooh! Ooh! What's going on over here?
Hey guys, they're biting in here.
Get him, get him, get him.
Yes, sir.
How about
Yes,
that
sir.
one right there?
Zona Live is brought to you by Ram. Daiwa. Mercury. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. And by Strike King.
Out here, we're hostile, cold, and cruel. Our way of life. There's no better way to live. Guts, glory, Ram.
At Mercury, when something's worth doing, it's worth doing boldly. So we ran our newest engine, the equivalent of 4 times around the Earth, at wide open throttle. Because that's what it takes to help you go boldly too. Introducing the all-new V6 Mercury 4-strokes. Lighter, quicker, more efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
As people who love the outdoors, we know what we stand for. We stand for fish, wildlife, and conserving the places they call home. We stand for the traditions we inherited and that we must pass on. We stand for great gear, fair prices, expert service, and memorable experiences. At Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, we stand together for you.
Every time we go fishing, you know we got to tie one on.
In all honesty, when do I not tie one on?
Every time I go in the water, I love to tie one on. Every day of the week, I like to tie one on.
You may not know this about me, but every once in a while, I've been known to tie one on.
Come on, man. Join the Strike King team. All you got to do, tie one on.
I think I always tie one on.
Pick up the Daiwa Tatula LT spinning reel. For its incredible toughness? Yes. For its aircraft-grade gears and high-speed retrieve? Sure. But seriously, pick it up and feel just how light it is. And the Daiwa Tatula SV baitcast reels, multiple gear ratios, and the SV spool will show you what long, controlled casting really is. Match them up with Tatula Elite rods, and you'll hold perfection in your hands.
Taming the beast isn't easy, but the bigger your electronics, the more you have on the line. In conditions like this, you need the KVD Kong Extreme Electronics Mount. The only electronics mount designed and built to be rock solid. No movement, no matter how heavy your gear. A marine-grade mount for fresh or salt water that's monstrously strong. The KVD Kong Extreme Electronics Mount.
Whoever coined the phrase, less is more, wasn't much of a fisherman. He probably talked himself into a V6 when he could have got a V8, settled for 100 horsepower instead of 250, and went home empty-handed when he should have doubled down. Introducing the Solix series. From Mega Imaging to AutoChart Live to CrossTouch, Solix has all of fishing's most innovative technologies on our biggest screen ever. Because more is more. Only from Humminbird.
hook with a geometric triangular point to penetrate faster and easier.
Oh my goodness.
Surgically sharpened, resulting in a hook that penetrates twice as fast and dramatically improves strike-to-hookup ratios. Made in the USA.
Get open here!
The most extraordinary fish hook ever made. Trocar.
Introducing the new Motor Guide X5. The X5 was built with the most hardcore angler in mind. Designed for durability and quiet performance under the most extreme conditions. This one was punished like no other. Patented variable ratio steering will allow you to cut like a knife through the most brutal conditions. The new Motor Guide X5. The most extreme technology for the most extreme fishing.
What's the difference between Seaguar and other fishing lines?
The difference is innovation.
Exceptional strength. It's easier casting. It's consistency, spool after spool, cast after cast. It's a commitment to lines that are always the best.
For every angler, Seaguar is always the best.
Fun time, good times, your time. There's nothing better than a day on the water. That is, until the unexpected happens. Nothing sinks a good time faster than a dead battery. Nothing turns a carefree morning into a stressful afternoon like an overheated engine. Why let your good day turn into a bad day when you can count on Boat US? With the nation's largest network of towboat US towers, we're here to assist you 24 hours a day. Boat US makes sure all your boating time is a great time.
You're watching Zona Live. Brought to you by Humminbird.
I'm a hot mess. I'm a hot mess trying to get the poison out. That's all I'm trying to do right now. Get the poison out, Z-Train. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I drink way too much 5-hour energy, and I naturally have too much energy as it is. But I was an absolute hot mess in the morning.
All right, I gave you a chance.
I was a disaster. I mean, just, I say this so many times on this show, I didn't even know there was a damn cameraman at one point. We were just going. I'm already, dude, I'm so done. Oh my gosh.
Throw in there, man.
I can't handle this.
Throw in there.
I can't handle this.
Hurry up. Bring it up there where I'm at. Bring it fast.
I can't handle this. Hang on.
You waited too late.
Look at that.
Give you a chance.
Hang on. I'm a disaster right now, dude. Huh?
Oh, man. It doesn't get any better than this.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Folks, huge, massive thanks for hanging with us on Zona Live. So a little bit of that footage right there was from, Davey told me, he said, you need to come to this place called Kingfisher Society. And one of the cool things about it was they had feeders for bass in it. And the owner of the lodge and the property said, hey, just so you know, the feeders go off at 8 o'clock. I know you TV show hosts don't like to show the feeders. I said, yeah, not this host.
Not this host, he said.
Right? That was a special place. Gosh, my kids were so young. We did a bluegill show the day before we did the bass show. And my boys were, oh my gosh, I'll start crying. My boys were that big and they graduate in in 30 days.
Y'all caught some big ones, didn't you?
Big ones.
Nothing wrong with a bluegill show. Not today, though.
No. Ronnie, I would like all my friends that are at St. Clair today, I'd love them to send us some pics. I bet she's a little bit bumpy.
When we got here and the west wind was blowing, you said a west wind wouldn't be bad on St. Clair, but
it's fine there, but you still, I mean, it's
boat traffic.
Yeah,
And they can say, if you're listening
right
from St. Clair, send in your pics. Hashtag Zona Live, hashtag sweepstakes. Show us what you catch there. Make us feel like we're missing something, even though they're catching plenty.
Oh,
yeah.
I saw it. Big one, too.
It is. I'm going to give credit to cameraman Wes for walking on the other side of the canal and saying, oh, there's one. Oh, you D.
Oh, yes.
Did you have one?
No.
Little males. We're going to fish the other side of this canal, plink our way along. Here's what we got here. Show you the betas. That's a baby menace. It's just a little one that came out last year, putting it on a straight-shanked trocar flipping hook. 15-pound Abrase X and just a little bitty slip sinker. When these fish were coming in the other day, you could kind of big bait them before the. Oh, I had the safety off right there, Jack. Before the real warm weather came, but they want a little smaller profile. But what I was gonna say is we're gonna get out of here in a little bit and really go and start to get some bigger artillery out, try to catch some great big ones today.
Mix it up a little bit with some smallmouth too, don't you think?
We got a couple areas, got some smallies sitting on it right now. But really what happened in this canal is kind of, doesn't matter where you live, whether you're catching, 2 to 4 pounders like we are today, doesn't matter where you're at in the country, these canals, what ends up happening is exactly what you saw in here. The biggest ones that we've caught in here today so far are the females that sag right down the center of this thing. The males get up on the bank, and in the mornings, before the females come up to the bank, they just sag in the center of these canals. And what's funny is growing up fishing tournaments back when I was a teenager, get them, kid. Oh, no.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. La-di-da-di-da. Where was he at? Right there?
Oh, right there. Oh. Exactly right there. Jeez. Are we live?
I got him.
Oh, I thought we were friends.
I got him.
I thought we were friends.
Hey, are we live?
I'm in the pine tree.
Ta-da! Yeah, you can get out in this tournament. You could totally get out of the boat. You could put both feet on the dock in this tournament. Did you get it?
I got it. Thanks for catching that fish.
I think we're going to have a few more cracks. So growing up fishing tournaments, you get preoccupied by the males along the seawall, when really the biggest ones sit off in the mornings.
I agree 100%.
You know what I mean?
It's so hard not to want to catch those fish that you see sitting up there shallow.
Yeah.
But the bigger ones are.
I mean, look at us.
Yeah. See one?
Oh, yeah.
Good one?
No.
Not what I wanted to hear.
I'd like to meet him, though. All right, dude. You take that one. I'm going to go down the middle, try to catch a big one. Okay. There's a gig going on this lake now that after we fish down this side, there's a gig going on this lake. I'll get into it when we go and do it. That's catching exponentially bigger ones. I'll show you. You're gonna miss some. You're gonna miss a few fish, but this gig right here will be a player. That's gonna be a big player here in the next hour. And you can rope them. You can put bigger line and covering a lot of water fast, but a lot of the bigger ones, the females that aren't up doing this. Oh, I bet you there's some around them cattails right there.
So, Z, what's the biggest largemouth you've caught in Michigan?
I weighed in one in the old B&W Tavern Classic, 94. I think it was like 712.
Ooh.
Yeah. Caught it on a moss mouse.
Did you really? I thought somebody just invented a frog about 10 or 15 years ago.
Moss mouse.
There were moss mouse and the rats back then.
I did a story for Bassmaster magazine with Louis Stout. I'd paint them orange so I could see when they disappear to know to set the hook.
Really? Like a... Oh, here we go.
Get him.
Oh,
no.
You spawning son of a gun.
I hear you. Tell you when he takes safety off now.
That's better.
Get him, Davy. La-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Little dude.
He gave me 2 chances. Da-da-da-da-da.
When you guys putting that roof on that house? I hear you. I can't believe one of them saggers off the wall won't eat that swim jig right now.
Hunter and Jacob watching this morning?
Guarantee they ain't in school. Remember your senior year? Did you go to school for like an hour a day?
Do as I say do, not as I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Z?
Yes, sir.
We got some questions.
Fire.
A couple from Facebook and Twitter, but Rob K, he says, I don't get to fish often. Many times it's after work. How would you approach fishing the last 3 hours, that dusk period right before sunset, or the dawn before he goes to work. How would you approach that with trying to catch as many fish or finding them as possible in 3 hours?
Biggest flat on a lake, biggest flat on a pond, biggest flat, period. That's what my dad taught me, and what we used to do is wake up in the morning or at night, and we'd go and troll on them. We used to troll remember those things called a sonar?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. We'd troll a sonar on the flats.
And a bayou boogie.
And a bayou boogie. A lazy Ike. Van Dam's watching. That's all you threw in Michigan. But any flat, the biggest flat, it's the same reason you know, we were driving here this morning, and there was deer on their feet everywhere. And it's the same reason a deer's on a flat in the morning and at night feeding. A fish is the same creature.
Here's another one. Not fishing, not learning to fish, but funny. Would you rather rather fight both of the Lee brothers at the same time or just take on Tommy Biffle?
I'd like to pillow fight with the Lee brothers. I'd like to, ooh, nice, D. Go on.
These fish are strong.
That's so great. Good job, bud. Yes, sir. Isn't that fun? Good for you.
Yes. Yes. Hey, you want the wall?
Oh, I'd love to take the wall for a second. Hang on. Let's go ahead and give me a little kick off there. Thanks, Ronnie.
Pillow fighting?
Yeah, I'd like to pillow fight with the Lee kids. You know, have sleepovers.
Slumber party?
Yeah, no doubt.
Along the lines of that, Mike,
I just feel like one of those two would start crying, though. You know what I mean? Like it would get too rough, right? Where his lip starts shaking and he can't talk.
You're not supposed to hit in the head.
I guess this section, after the first hour of live, everybody wants to just fight. Because Mike, I don't know where Mike's from, but he says, in a barroom brawl,
okay,
what elite angler do you want on your side in a barroom brawl?
Hey, dude, I can tell you, man, I'm being dead serious. Davey was in the service. I'll take a serviceman any day, or I'll take me some milkman. Give me some Lintner. Lindner looks pissed when he's happy. Does he?
He really does.
Well, Chris Lane just seems like that kid. Chris Lane seems, oh my gosh. Chris Lane seems like that kid that you could hit real hard and it would just really piss him off real bad.
Yes, sir.
Little guy. Little guy. Go ahead, D. Grab the wall. Ron, who would you want?
Yeah. I'd want Christy throwing blows with me.
Okay, you know what? You're right. Give me Christy 2 hours after this year's Classic, and that's a good point. Hank Cherry, he'd be a good one.
He just jerks a jerkbait too much. His wrists are getting weaker. It's just that's my only concern for throwing blows.
Hey, listen, I will tell you, there's one dude, he don't fish him no more. D, you tell me if I'm fair saying this. There was many days, Ronnie, back, you know, when we attended every tournament, I wouldn't want to toy with Denny Brower in a bad mood.
Oh, 100%.
Fair?
100%.
I am talking about just dog jam you for no given reason.
Former brick mason, block layer.
Right.
Yeah.
Here, go ahead. Take it.
No, go ahead.
We've got cameramen chiming in saying they'd want EK by their side. Eric
I'll take
Kafka
some
in the
EK.
back.
EK's a lover, though, man. I've watched him. Yeah, they right on it.
I love to knock you out.
Right on it.
This is an interesting question, maybe. But Robert Nelson on Facebook wants to know, during the spawn, it's always a hot topic, catching spawning fish in tournaments. How do you explain that to people who don't fish? That they might think that that's inappropriate, but how it's just a natural thing that they survive just fine.
Well, I want Davey to for sure answer that, but from a northern aspect of fishing for spawning fish, like I'll go off of smallmouth. Lake St. Clair gets throttled by bed fishermen. There's lakes up here, you know, on the west side all the way up north of Traverse City, and those lakes are better and better and better and better year after year after year, where it just proves to you it doesn't have, now it may make them change their behavior, but it doesn't make them, to me, the fisheries have not, at least the fisheries I fished have not declined.
My little throw in on that would be, there's always been people catching spawning fish. They might not be physically sight fishing for them, but this time of year when
right, and we're not looking at
exactly a big part of the population is doing it, you're catching spawners. It's almost no way to not do it.
I'm launching them now.
I just want me one of these big old females sitting out here a little bit deeper.
Here's a question for Davy Hite. Cody Fouts says, Davy, what's your favorite mop jig trailer during the post-spawn and in the summer? And then this is a second part. Do you fish it offshore on structure like humps, points, ledges, or more to shallow cover like layouts and docks? Or both?
Cody, I fish it offshore, I flip it. I do everything with the mop jig. I love it. It's my favorite big fish bait. The one thing I do differently post-spawn with a mop jig, I use a flapping hog trailer usually. I tear off all of the appendices except just the tail itself. All the extra stuff on the side that gives it bulk that I want pre-spawn, I tear that off. Post-spawn, I want a bait that's this profile's just a little smaller because that jig has a big profile even without a trailer. Good question.
I knew that would pique your interest.
Did I get excited there?
Huh? This is no joke. Last year, I watched, I think, like 8 segments with you on the Bass Pros. Every one of them was a mop jig.
Do you think I like to throw
a mop jig on cedar trees, a mop jig on points, a mop jig as a topwater.
I just heard my stomach growl, and this question makes my stomach growl. Someone said, what's your favorite food to eat on the boat? What are you gonna pack? You stop at a gas station, grab some snacks, what are you getting?
Bacon jerky. Bacon jerky. Slim Jims.
Pull it out, D-Hite.
What's in there? Slim Jims. Sausage sticks.
So this is Zona's lunch bag?
No, that's
like
EK's. That's EK's.
Huh?
That's EK's. The donuts.
Karen's watching. This is Zona's donuts. There's the sausage he was talking about. Zona is a sausage connoisseur. Now here's my bag. No, here's
Davey.
Some more Zona bag, more sausage.
Your rod is moving.
Oh, it's his rod. Okay. No worries. If we lose it.
Yeah, don't sweat it.
Oh, but here is what I packed. Now give me some old school lunch on the water right there, baby. That's old school lunch on the water right there. No spoon, crack it open, and you drink them.
I'm just about ready to pull the
La-di-da-di-da.
pull the safety off and get back to what we were doing before we started live this morning. All right, let's start hunting.
Gosh, beds everywhere.
Everywhere. That was a great big one right there.
Was it?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. It's gonna get good. My gosh. Okay. I say we go out and start hunting for them. Let's just go right down this bank.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get the machine gun out. Okay.
We left some on the table right here.
Is
Beds
there?
everywhere.
Good ones?
Some of them are.
Yeah.
Look here, look here, look
Oh
here.
gosh, they're pairs.
You see it?
Yep. Wow.
Come on.
We're over them.
Jeez.
I got them marked. We're good.
Look at there, look at there.
Look. Those are big ones, man.
Big ones.
Were they spawning?
Yes, oh yeah. Might be hard to get a bite. They got their mind on other things.
All right. What do you think? Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Always come back if we want to.
All right.
God. Got my stomach growling now looking at that beanie weenies in the can. Yo donut, yo donut.
All right. I'm just gonna get us on it and let's go.
Giant.
Serious?
Giant.
Big one?
Ooh. He just
swam off?
Yeah, he just swam off.
Bed right there.
It was.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's let him set back up. We'll get after him.
He sat there for the longest time when you pitched in.
Okay. All right. We're
Yeah,
good.
buddy.
Huh?
He's right under that fifth metal brace there.
You see, you know.
I got him on. I got a peg.
Am I still down, Middleton?
I'm gonna head to the highway.
To the highway.
See what's going on.
To the highway.
There's some shallow ones before we get to it. We need to peek at. That right there. They're starting to spawn on these flats.
Yes, yes. I like it.
Uh-huh. All right, we might get us a bonus mark. Look at that coyote! Oh my gosh!
Watching
playing
Live Z?
Playing possum. He's very intimidating. Zachary, get him, D. Get him, D. Nice one, bud. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about a dad gum stud. Good job, Bubba.
Ooh, made my wrist hurt a little bit there.
Good job. That's awesome. That's a female, isn't it?
Yep. What am I doing that for? Just get on in here.
Get over here. Get over here. Ha!
Ha!
Okay. Nice one.
Good.
Good fish. We might have should have left a little earlier. I'm gonna sit right here for 1 second. Good job, D. Ay, ay, ay. Good job, bud.
I had to fly up here from studio. Told Z, I got no rods, I got no baits, I got no clothes.
I said, I got you.
Stuff. And he, when I said bring enough for both of us, he brought enough for both of us, that's for sure.
You need anything, bud?
I'm good. I'm good.
I think we're fixing to
crack them.
Yep. I think we're fixing to crack them. Good deal. Good deal. Huh?
Oh, geez.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right. No.
Spinners.
Wow.
I saw that's what they were throwing. Got the spinners, eh?
We're gonna get ours, I promise. All right. Uh-huh. All right. So one thing on all these lakes up here is, even though we spent an hour in that canal, there's still a mass majority of that. Over my right-hand shoulder, if you're just watching this, is just a massive, massive, massive 2 to 5 foot flat. But it's got, how I was saying early, we mega imaged it and found out where all the sandgrass clumps are. And those fish not only will spawn in those channels, they'll spawn out on that sandgrass just as well. We're gonna catch them. Uh-huh. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, right in here, there was some.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Z.
Yo.
One, Kevin Van Dam says, you needed to throw the wacky worm.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Did he say that?
He did. He just texted, just do that.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, about like Kevin threw a wacky worm at Grand, huh?
I couldn't do it. Yeah, exactly.
He was catching them on a square bill, just smiling all the time as he would meet somebody throwing a wacky worm going down a bank.
I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. But we're going to get a little bit of a mixture. Oh, no. Really? Really?
Yes, yes, yes.
We're going to get us a little bit of a mixture out in here where we're going to have a crack at a big smallie or two. I did a blog that's going to come out. Rob Newell wrote it. It'll be on Bassmaster.com. It might be today or tomorrow. That about the most asked question that Davy Hite and myself get. Why is Kevin so good?
What makes Kevin so good?
Why is he so good?
Hey, Z.
Yo.
We got a couple questions.
Yeah, go.
Matt from Twitter. Who's going to be AOY and what's your reasoning? I'm going to twist that question. Is your previous AOY pick to start the year, you know, it's still in contention in your mind?
Is Christy still in contention?
Hey, Polnick had a 100+ place finish, so Christy's 97th is not bad.
Well, I was hoping he was going to stack some chips at Grand.
Fifth at Kentucky and then a top 30 or so at Martin.
I think it's still wide open.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's wide open. Some hammers that you expected to be there at the end have had a bad tournament or two. I think you'll see them rise up the AOY standings.
Oh, I think guys
Christy being one of them.
Yeah. I think you know, and your wheelers and ailers, they're gonna catch them.
Phil Burgess wants to know if if his boss walks in and sees Bass Live and Zona Live on the screen, what should he say? What do I say,
Invite him
Z?
to sit down with you. Invite him to sit down. Come join us. There's some smallies down this ridge. Every time I've come here, I haven't casted at them. They're right down this line.
Are they?
Yeah. Yep. Promise. But I'm gonna get working towards the highway here in a second. Keep going with questions, Ronnie. Good ones today.
Yep.
Good ones.
And I said, we've got a couple other ones. You guys were looking at some of those spawners in that canal. You can see at least the white spots.
Right.
What do you guys like glasses-wise, lens-wise, when you decide to sight fish?
Glasses.
Maybe during sunny or cloudy, what, the differences?
Davey, go, and I'll give my...
Mike Simon asked that.
I wear Costas. Green mirror is my favorite all-around lens.
You know, what's interesting about that, Ronnie, is that's a question I get asked a lot.
Got it.
I can't catch up to him.
Oh, why don't we double up?
Little guys.
They'll
Little
get
guys.
bigger.
Everybody's eyes are different. You know what I mean? Everybody's eyes are different. And like I cannot use, you always heard to use smoke lens glasses. I can't see anything at all with smoke lens. I use the brightest yellow that I can find just because it suits my eyes better. I use the S11 Bristol color because it makes everything, and I use them cloudy, sunny. But the biggest thing is when you put a pair on, whatever's the most comfortable that you see the best in, everybody's different. Everybody.
That's a good point, for sure.
We're going to get them. I feel like I want to go up there and throw the swimmer around.
Well,
we got a couple.
Yeah.
Couple
At
other
some
ones
point.
based around tournament strategy. Aaron Carnegie says, if you were a non-boater fishing in a tournament and had a limit on how many rods you brought, which ones would you bring as a co-angler?
Well, say that again, Ronnie.
If you were a co-angler in a tournament and you couldn't bring as many rods as you wanted, you had a limit to how many rods, which ones would you bring as a co?
I'll throw in my 2 cents worth.
Go.
Start with. It certainly depends on where you're fishing. If water clarity, time of year, all that sort of thing. But kind of throwing back to your answer to the sunglasses, Z, what you feel comfortable with, what you have confidence in. For me, it would be
a jig.
A jig.
And a jig.
I'd have a couple 7-foot rods, medium heavy, that I can do a lot of different things with. If you're limited with the number of rods, you need to bring ones that if you have to throw a jig on the same rod that you might tie on a spinnerbait, I think that'd be real important to think about. What can I do? What can I throw multiple baits on?
Something that I asked you yesterday, Z.
Yes, sir.
Chris from Twitter says, how do you keep all those swim baits and soft plastics in your money bags from bleeding, the colors?
They do not bleed. In that money bag, those swim baits do not bleed.
And that's not the case for all brands, but for the ones that you throw, those Rage swimmers, they don't bleed.
All I can tell you is I'm a freak about that, and I would go crazy if they bled together. But those have been in there. I mean, we've taped Zona shows all the way back from going to Buffalo last year that they just don't run together. Oh, we're fixing to go big. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to get up here to this point of grass, and then I'm going to get us right in the highway, okay?
Okay. You can pull me down.
Oh yeah. Okay, so now for anybody that's watching, you look on these reed heads. Davy and I kind of scouted yesterday. We scouted yesterday, and when you get on the right reed head, it's almost like Florida fishing. There's so many sitting on it. You just kind of cover water until you collide with them. And this morning, before we went live, we did this on the north end of the lake and had some real good bites quick. That's a fun first hour, bud. Let's keep that going. Uh-huh. I'll tell you what was amazing. Over my left-hand shoulder, there was a line of beds just out from this stuff.
Really?
But they were just popped it, just tonk. Just popped it.
Probably a spawner.
I would think. Huh. These fish might have other things on their mind. Hey, Ronnie. Oh gosh, it just bang. Hey, Ronnie.
Yes?
Who do you think's going to win Angler of the Year?
My pick early in the year was Ott Defo, and I'm still okay with it, even though he stumbled. Probably,
Right.
I think he stumbled at Grand. He was in the 80s or something.
Okay.
So I think Ott Defo still.
Okay.
But it sure would be cool to have a Bradley Roy or Roy Hawk, some of these different names at the top.
Bradley Roy's turned into a... Get him, D. Oh, little guy.
Little guy.
Look at that bed right there. Uh-huh.
Took a little while, but yeah. He's...
Well, I mean, he started when he was 11.
Yeah, exactly. That's what people won't know, 9 years on the elites, and he's still younger than Jordan Lee, when Jordan Lee, they're about the same age, actually.
Right. Well, you get him. Kind of want to get out and throw the red-eye shadow around a little bit, if you know what I mean. Oh, really?
Yes. Those fish are on the bait. Look at
that. That's a spawner. I mean, I just got hammered right there. Come. I hate when they do that. So on Monday evening, it had been 4 o'clock. It was right when Wesley was getting ready to hold the trophy. It was dead slick calm here. Ooh,
there you go.
Male. Gosh, come on. Figure him out. It was right when Wesley was getting ready to hold the trophy up. And it looked like a Bass Pro Shops aquarium from here for the next half mile. I mean, they were everywhere swimming. Everywhere. Like I couldn't even believe how many I was staring at. Oh yeah, it's coming.
About ready to catch a brown one.
Uh-huh. We're getting in his zone. The brown suit will come. We good. 57-degree water temp.
Locked on.
Uh-huh. Look here. Look at these. I'm gonna pick that red eye up in a minute.
You want me to do it?
No, I'll do it. I'm gonna get us out right in the highway and see what's there, and then we're just gonna jam. We'll get him. Wonder if they've kind of vacated these outer areas a little. Easy. Okay. Something's gonna pound on this.
Yep.
Ooh, I bet she's ripping at St. Clair right now.
I think you made a good call.
Yeah, it'd have been fun there too, but it, like I said, it is a carnival. It is a carnival. Do we know, is Sanders better? Is he good?
He is good. He is good. He was at work the next day after live ended. He was back at work. Already grinding. For folks at home, we're about to take a commercial break. Send in your questions using hashtag ZonaLive and hashtag sweepstakes. You can get those questions in on Twitter as well as on Facebook. You can find Zona's Awesome Fishing Show, Davy Hite's Facebook page, as well as Bassmasters, and you'll be able to get your questions there on the thread for the Zona Live show. A lot of prizes in store. 2 gift cards to Bass Pro Shops that Zona will be giving away to lucky viewers. Your question does not have to be asked on live to still be entered to win. That's still possible. As well as Zona will give away 2 prize packs from his great sponsors that he will set up and mail to you. You have to be a continental U.S. resident, as well as above the age of 18, no purchase necessary, all that deal. So make sure you get your questions in, hashtag ZonaLive, hashtag sweepstakes, and you'll be able to get them. We're only 2 hours in, so you still have 2 more hours to get your question answered, but live questions end when the show is done.
No. We're gonna make some adjustments though. No.
La-di-da-di-da.
There's one.
Back-to-back cast. Oh. I didn't see it. Was it a good one?
No. 2-pounder. Highway.
Hey, Z.
Yo.
Pete from Michigan is fishing Lake St. Clair and had a 5-pounder pictured. He's posted that and sent it in.
Attaboy. Davy's like, why aren't we there, bro? Kevin's like, I told you to go. That is what should catch him right here. Well, I know we could hammer on numbers, but let's we're going to start hunting now.
How many have we caught? We've had a great start.
Yeah, we've had a great start, but I'm in a, let's go big today.
Yeah.
Let's go big.
And I'm looking forward to the first brown one.
Yeah, this is where the brown suit's going to come from. Yep. He'll be out on this sandgrass mix. What? There's one. Gosh! Attaboy.
Oh my, that's a good one.
Highway.
That's
Highway.
A good one. That's a good one.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Yeah, D! Yeah. Yeah. They moved a little bit on me. That's a good one.
Oh.
That's light. When we get them, that's 8 pound. Yeah, we might want to spend some time on this gig. That's a good one, dude. Here, I'll come right back here. That's a nice
one. There you go.
That's a good one. Uh-huh. Good job, dude.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, bud, we're going to live out here for a while. Things are going to get good. Yes. Yes.
Fatty.
Okay. With that being said right there, friend, here's what we're going to do. We've left our little Dungeness canal right there. And here's a little bit of highlights if you're just joining us from this morning. But we're going to start looking big. Back in a minute. Zona Live, presented by Humminbird. Oh, I hear you. It is. Credit to cameraman Wes for walking on the other side of the canal and saying, oh, there's a... Ta-da!
Da-da-da-da-da.
Fight with the Lee brothers. I'd like to, ooh, nice, T.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yes, sir.
Doing that for us. Get on in here.
Get over here. Get over here. Ha! Ha!
Oh, why don't we double up?
Little guys. Everybody's eyes are different.
There you go.
That's a good one. Uh-huh.
Zona Live is brought to you by Carhartt, Procar, Motor Guide, and by Power Pole.
Out here, we're hostile, cold, and cruel. Our way of life. There's no better way to live. Guts, glory, ram.
At Mercury, we only do things one way, boldly. So before we introduce the most advanced outboard in history, we subjected it to extreme torture tests. Log strikes, metal fatigue, years worth of saltwater exposure. We tried 3,286 creative ways to destroy it. And now that it's passed our tests, it's ready for yours. Introducing the all-new V6 Mercury 4-strokes. Lighter, quicker, more efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
Together is about a little kitchen table and a little elbow grease. Together is about a shelf in the back of Dad's shop. Together is about family. And it's about all the memories that lie ahead. Start your adventure with the experience, selection, and wonder you can only find at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here.
Every time we go fishing, you know we got to tie one on.
In all honesty, when do I not tie one on?
Every time I go in the water, I love to tie one on. Every day of the week, I like to tie one on.
You may not know this about me, but every once in a while, I've been known to tie one on.
Come on, man. Join the Stray King team. All you got to do, tie one on.
I think I always tie one on.
Pick up the Daiwa Tatula LT spinning reel. For its incredible toughness? Yes. For its aircraft-grade gears and high-speed retrieve? Sure. But seriously, pick it up and feel just how light it is. And the Daiwa Tatula SV baitcast reels, multiple gear ratios, and the SV spool will show you what long, controlled casting really is. Match them up with Tatula Elite rods, and you'll hold perfection in your hands.
Taming the beast isn't easy, but the bigger your electronics, the more you have on the line. In conditions like this, you need the KVD Kong Extreme Electronics Mount. The only electronics mount designed and built to be rock solid. No movement, no matter how heavy your gear. A marine-grade mount for fresh or salt water that's monstrously strong. The KVD Kong Extreme Electronics Mount.
Let us make this absolutely clear. The days of wasted casts and missed opportunities are over. New Mega Imaging takes fishing into the megahertz range for the first time, because higher frequency sonar means higher frequency of this. Without a doubt, it's the most detailed picture of the world below ever. And it's only from Humminbird.
A hook with a geometric triangular point to penetrate faster and easier.
Oh my goodness.
Surgically sharpened, resulting in a hook that penetrates twice as fast and dramatically improves strike-to-hookup ratios.
Bigot.
Made in the USA.
Get open here!
The most extraordinary fish hook ever made. Trocar.
Introducing the new Motor Guide X5. The X5 was built with the most hardcore angler in mind. Designed for durability and quiet performance under the most extreme conditions. This one was punished like no other. Patented variable ratio steering will allow you to cut like a knife through the most brutal conditions. The new Motor Guide X5. The most extreme technology for the most extreme fishing.
What's the difference between Seaguar and other fishing lines?
The difference is innovation.
Exceptional strength.
It's easier casting.
It's consistency, spool after spool, cast after cast. It's a commitment to lines that are always the best.
For every angler, Seaguar is always the best.
Fun time, good times, your time. There's nothing better than a day on the water. That is, until the unexpected happens. Nothing sinks a good time faster than a dead battery. Nothing turns a carefree morning into a stressful afternoon like an overheated engine. Why let your good day turn into a bad day when you can count on Boat US? With the nation's largest network of towboat US towers, we're here to assist you 24 hours a day. Boat US makes sure all your boating time is a great time.
You're watching Zona Live. Brought to you by Humminbird.
To work in studio is really, really awesome. Would have never dreamed that.
I really want to end this year with Davy, just because he's really filled in the role of Bassmaster, and we work side by side now. This lake behind me is bass fishing.
Fish?
Yep, swimming it. What? Wait, what?
Are we largemouth fishing?
Wait, what? Look at that one. Oh, cold as could be. He's had a tail in his gullet.
Really?
Look how cold that fish is. You look down in there, all red. That's cool. Whoa. And one of the beautiful things about Dale Hollow now, and talking to a lot of my buddies that's cool. Whoa. Bye-bye. You going?
Great.
Welcome back, Zona Live, presented by Humminbird. Fishing on the west side of Michigan with Davy Hite, my guy, who has stood up in the studio the last year, to say the least.
It's been fun. It's been fun working with you and Tommy, Ron, Such.
Right.
But this is sort of fun too, I must say.
So if you're just joining us on Zona Live, if you're just joining us, don't be scared to launch one right there.
Okay.
We had quite a few in a canal this morning. Well, we had a lot in a canal. But one of the hardest things to do is to say we're done doing it. You could sit in there and pick on those fish all day long. But with the sun coming out, now I could start to see sand spots and sand grass. We're going to try to knock it out of the park today. This wind, finally we got some wind. It's been so calm up here. Ought to get some bigger ones eating.
And mix it up a little bit with a few brown ones, hopefully.
I'm hoping. I mean, yesterday the brown suit was eating pretty good here. Oh, you can feel that north wind is here.
Yes, it is.
31 degrees tonight. Hey-oh! Come on. Yeah, dude, for like the next 200 yards, I mean, it was scary. It was scary. Yeah, I mean, it was like, oh my gosh.
Not going to be able to see them today, I don't think, with that north wind cooking.
We almost to where we caught them right before break. There's the right grass. Get him. Right where he was supposed to be. Small one.
Little one.
That's okay. That's good. Little guy. Ooh. That's a cold wind. Has the temp gone down like 10 degrees?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was going to say. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh.
Lost him. Lost him.
Good one?
No, I didn't really feel like it.
Ay, ay, ay. They're right on that edge, aren't they?
Yep. And they're a little closer, probably already set up.
Yeah. Getting on it good? They're getting on it good?
Yeah, I don't know why I lost that one.
Okay.
Yep. You want to throw this?
No.
Oh.
I will throw a tube till I can't take it no more.
Nope. That was. Oh, yes. That's a better one. That's a better one.
Get him, dig, get him!
That's a good one. Remember, you've got 8-pound test line. Remember, you've got 8-pound test line.
Biggin? Oh, yes. Look at that old melon chub. That's a nice one, dog. Look at that.
Doubled up.
Biggin.
Pole down. Yes, yes, yes.
Biggin.
You need help? You need help? Oh my gosh. You're not moving.
I don't know if it's a bass, man. It's huge. Or it's that or it's 200 yards out there. Wow. Highway. These are all the ones waiting to go up in that channel. Look, look. Gosh, look at that.
That is a stud.
Nice ones. Perfect female. The fish has never seen a hook this whole year. See that? It's because he had a lid over his head 2 weeks ago. Hey, D, we're fixing to hurt him. Do you have a bite?
No.
Go ahead.
No.
I'm not even gonna move us.
I don't think I would move very far.
Yeah.
Catching them every other cast. Zona gets that tube working. Look out.
They're right on the outside of that grass.
Yes.
Yep. Somewhere we're gonna hammer a smallmouth doing this. Got to. Those are nice fish, man. You getting chilly, Wesley? Little swimmer would catch him. I care.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right. Wow, we're gonna see pre-front, front, post-front, our first Zona Live ever during a 4-hour span. Gosh, I don't want to move yet. Those are all fresh ones too, weren't they?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Neil, I'm going to creep us about just 20 yards that way, okay, buddy? Still holding out. Come on. Need a couple 5s to seal the deal today.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Attaboy. Way up there.
Get spoiled when they're not
right
4-pounders.
Oh, Mr. Spinner.
Welcome to the show. Rock bass. Oh, that's not a rock bass. Switch up. Good one.
Nice one.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What kind of, that's a nice one.
How about a double?
Come on.
How about a double?
Dude, we have found him again. We have found him. Just a nice one.
How about a double?
Okay. I'll tell you what we're throwing right now. Haha. Oh, look at the sun's out!
They don't bite with a north wind very well, do they?
The reason why I didn't start out here on this deal, it's hard to see, but there's sand spots, and whether you're cracking a grub or cracking a tube, I'm throwing a coffee tube, we're still really shallow. We're only like 2 to 4 feet of water. But a lot of these fish are coming off the lake now and just heading in. But when I'm cracking that rod tip, you're just trying to break it loose of that grass. No?
No, grass. Hello, sunshine.
Uh-huh.
Oh my.
Small. All right. One of these is going to be a donk. All right. We missed something right there, dog. Or maybe not.
Maybe not.
Well, maybe not. Oh, they're piled in there, man. Holy cow. Nice chunk. Ooh. That's awesome, man.
Get on it! Oh. Get in here!
That is awesome. Oh, dude, they are so loaded right there.
Ronnie normally gives the questions, but Z, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go.
Does this ever get old?
No.
No.
Like, how many do you think are sitting right there right now?
I don't know, but I want to catch every one of them. That was a click.
We good. I just got to slow myself down. I want to do it.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one.
I mean, they're on the highway.
Oh, my God.
It was a big one.
That might have been a 5.
Was it a 5?
I think it was.
Gosh. Jerk.
Gosh.
Was it a 5?
I think it was.
Was it really?
It was at least 4.5. Don't worry.
Wow.
There's more there.
Dude, it is starting again. It is starting again.
Oh. Are you kidding me?
Huh? Did you lose him?
Jumped off. I need a bait caster with 20. Ah, you kidding me? A-la-di-da-di-da.
So horribly great. Uh-huh. Highway.
I kind of knew you wouldn't start on the very best stuff. Just warmed us up a little bit with those in the canal.
Good deal, good deal. On house money now doing this. Now we can gamble, go for some bigs. Van Dam's watching. He's like, throw a jerkbait, you dumb.
Throw it.
Bite?
Little one.
You know, if you throw a jerkbait in it, you catch 2 5s.
Oh my God.
No, no. Come on. Dude, I'm getting bit every 10
They're on
yards.
that corner right there.
It's funny that you say that, Z, because one Kevin Van Dam from Michigan said, what situation would you throw a jerkbait if you're not doing it now?
Did he really send that in?
Did he say that? That is awesome. I mean, the wind's blowing, the sun's out, it's post front. Why would you not be throwing a jerkbait? Ooh.
Well, maybe because every cast with the tube.
Wow. Those are just all nice, solid fish. We're fixing to unload on them, dog. It's getting perfect now. Look at those. Just perfect. 16, 17-inch fish. That's it. Old school. I'm gonna retire. I'm freaked out. That was the best viewer question. That was the best viewer question ever. If you're not throwing a jerkbait now, when would you throw one?
Hey, do you have any wacky worms in here? La-di-da-di-da.
D, what can I get you?
I'm just looking. I almost grabbed it. Should I grab it? I mean, when the viewers are
calling for it.
it.
Don't hook my head. That's one of the reasons I don't throw jerkbaits. I get a lot of hooks stuck in me.
Gonna throw it, Kevin.
Huh? Wow, look at that front right there leaving. All right, no, it's not. It's just more clouds coming. Yeah. Yeah. Kevin V from Michigan.
Kevin, this was for you, baby.
Oh, no, it's not. Be a 5. Be a 5. Oh, it is a big.
This is for you, Kevin.
It's a 5.
This is for you, Kevin. See, I told you.
Yeah. Way to go, Z. Idiot. Oh, gosh.
You got lots of hooks. Lots of hooks.
Gosh. Boy, he has T-boned it.
I told you.
Yeah. Only took you guys an hour and 47 minutes.
Hold him right there.
Okay. Careful.
Teamwork, teamwork. Ah.
Careful. Careful.
Are you kidding me? Give me some pliers. Here.
I feel like I'm praying with him.
Kind of awkward way. You got him?
Careful. Yeah. Oh, show him up for Kevin. Kevin V from Michigan. Ooh, that's a good one. Let me have the jerkbait. Good job. Good job.
La-di-da-di-da.
I'm starting to sweat.
I mean, I was hoping I'd catch one pretty quick or he'd ride in. Wrong rhythm.
Kevin V from
Too
Michigan
fast, too
wants
slow.
to know. Yeah. Imagine if he jerked that thing harder.
Wrong rod. Get back up here.
Dude, there's nothing better than doing a Zona Live and getting tips from Van Dam on what to do.
Oh,
Come
no.
on. Really?
No. I'm a little anxious there.
Uh-huh.
Jeez. Felt like a bass.
Did it?
No.
the response from Kevin V says,
yeah.
Huh, look at there.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Huh.
Yeah.
Look at there.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's windy and it's spring, guys. Hello, bing bong, peekaboo, note to self.
I only roomed with a guy for like 12 years. We never slept in the same bed, but beside one another a lot. Huh. Told you.
Yep, look at that. Yeah. What's he made? 3 cast sherry?
No, you didn't.
Did he?
Yeah. He's gonna click it off and go, freaking both dudes are tools. I'm out of here.
Jake.
Hey, Neil, we gonna burn on these for about till they're done, and then I'm gonna go way out there and slide in. I got a bunch of marks out there I gotta fish. Ooh. A lot of fish on that corner.
Oh my gosh.
So great.
My gosh. Having fun yet?
Awesome, isn't it? Awesome.
It really is.
Cabbage.
Any boss would understand if they came in and caught you watching this right now.
Cabbage.
They would have to understand. Couldn't fire a guy for watching this at work.
Still should be a
bingo.
Yeah, yeah. Boy, they ain't as big as Mender Chuck from last year, but they're dandies. You see that real dark strip right there? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. I see it.
Kevin says, but then he also said he finished filming a day early, and now him and Sherry are working in the office and watching 2 of their best buds
so
fish.
Awesome.
I'm so out of control right now.
Every
time I hit a piece of grass.
Out of control.
Every time I hit a piece of grass.
I have a couple questions if you guys want to answer some
Rock
other than
with it, Ronnie.
from Van Dam. Couple fans were wondering about electronics, but Marcia, hopefully I'm not butchering this, Marcia Harms from Facebook says, Zona and Davy, are you guys going to the new Humminbird Solix? Or what's your preference between touch and not touch units?
Davey, you go first, and then I'll.
Okay. I've just used the Helix. I love them. It's what has worked for me, and that's the best answer I can give. The Helix have been fine for me. With electronics, you change with the technology for sure, but I've always been a little guilty of when something is working really, really good, I'd stick with it. As far as touch screen, I don't prefer touch screen just personally because so often my hands are wet, they're cold, I have gloves on, that sort of thing. So, and a little bit, I'm just old school.
My main deal with a Helix is hands down, it's the easiest unit I've ever. Man, I'm not good at computers. I'm not good at touchscreen things. A Helix is turn it on, go.
Yep.
It's ready to go. And not only that, the way a Helix is now, and really what they've done with that and it's not a sales pitch, but you see things now where you're like, wow, that's what that was that I fished for 30 years.
Oh, God.
Hey, dude, here's what we're going to do.
Right there. Smoke me.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I'm all tore up, dude. I'm all tore up.
This one's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Barb and John Quinlan said, for both of you guys, who was the most influential person that has shaped your fishing style or maybe got you on fire for it?
Go, D.
I got it. My granddad. When you talk about who was most influential, my dad and my granddad. I mean, that's the two that took me when I was, I'm sure, a pain in the behind, you know, getting hung all the time, couldn't cast, all that stuff. But I love them for it, giving me a chance to, or introducing me to a sport that I love, and it's been really, really kind to me, that's for sure.
I would say Kevin V from Michigan has been my biggest. Seriously, I mean, you know, I hate to say it, I take for granted that we get to goof around and fish together and do all that stuff. But I mean, he's been, you know, I've learned, you know, I learned as much from him before I knew him, you know, when I was in my teens, but to fish with them and most of it's up north, you know, we don't throw the same baits, but he's taught me what I better be looking for. Is that cabbage?
Yes.
Your friends in the studio said, were a pain in the ass?
Hey, dude, I'm gonna put on high.
Good one. Good one.
Davey, you see this? I think that's cabbage.
It is. Where those dark areas right over there. We're gonna fish that?
Yeah. Real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
I'm glad they're watching. I'm glad the friends in the studio are watching. Appreciate all those kind words. Having a time, having a time.
It's been a fun morning, man. Fun morning.
That jerkbait makes my arm tired. I'm not in fishing shape like I was.
Dude, it trenches in here.
I mean, for every highway, you have to have a ditch. I didn't keep the water
you do,
off.
Fred.
Oh, that looks good. Right
yeah, it
there.
does.
That looks good. Right there.
Gosh, they ought to be sitting right there, dog. Come on, come on. Don't go away, son. Don't go away. Don't go away.
Oh, it was happening there for a little bit with that sunshine, wasn't it?
Did that guy that sent in that 5-pounder from St. Clair, did he catch a lot?
You gotta pull me up. I'm starting to think that maybe it wasn't from today.
Hey-o!
Because it's real sunny there, and I just don't know.
No, it was supposed to be partly cloudy.
Partly cloudy?
Yeah.
He posted a nice 5-pounder. He did that's all he said was
right.
Where there's one, there could be numerous.
Huh. Oh, I can't believe they're not setting here, Vandy. I think we need to go a little further back from where. Let's do that now.
Okay.
We're gonna idle. Just idling.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna set up. Here, just sit down here, buddy. I like our morning so far. Hey, I want to thank everybody at home, all my friends that are working and my kids that are not in school. Seriously, thank you for watching Zona Live presented by Humminbird. I mean this sincerely. This is a new challenge, to say the least, and what Davey got to experience this week is you make decisions doing this. Like, we have another lake very close to here that's all smallmouth, but we're saving that for an actual Zona show that we're taping later today.
Yep.
It's kind of like you play your best cards and roll with it. But interestingly enough, it takes way more homework than I thought it would be. And what we're looking for is broken bottom wherever. And what was interesting is I could see, which kind of bums me out, but I could see a lot of stuff. I could see a lot of stuff when that sun came out. I can't see it no more. Where those fish set up and really, really load. But we'll find more of it. They want to be on this point right here. And if you look, it'll be a little bit hard to see in here. I don't want to go back over that. Little bitty petrified pieces of wood through this. And a lot of them just gang up around it. The reason why is that wood grows sandgrass around. Hey, Davey, I'm gonna go a little further actually.
Okay.
Oh yeah, dude, we're gonna get bit here. I mean, it's gonna go down. Yeah. Davey, I'm gonna go right down here and then I'm gonna spin around and come right back up.
Okay.
It, okay.
Okay. Good. Good. Good.
Ay, 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 ay. Brown suit can show up right here. Swimmer?
Yep.
Look at that transition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy.
Spinning. Heading right back up it, Neil. Look at that sand spot out there. Hey.
Go ahead and turn it.
Come on, smallmouth. Okay. It's gonna happen in here.
Winds.
Yeah.
Perfect on it, really.
Yeah, it is. Perfect.
Z and Davey.
Yeah, go.
Got some questions. Here's one that actually you can both attest to. Tim Smith says, have you ever fished a donkey rig, which is, quote, 2 flukes, to success? And I know the answer, so I wanted y'all to tell that.
Ronnie, what is the answer?
Didn't y'all have an amazing Ontario show with a double on a donkey rig?
Davey called it. Davey's like, yo, you're gonna catch 2. Dude, I threw over a boulder and watched 2 go, oh!
And Ronnie, I'll have to admit, I was making fun of you earlier about squealing like a girl. I squealed like a girl when I saw those 2
so
come.
Awesome.
That was Tim Smith from Facebook. Another one from Facebook was Matthew Taylor. He said, when fishing for smallmouth the other day with a swim bait, the fish were sucking in the bait, but often coming unhooked when they got netted. What's your best advice on keeping them pinned on a swim bait in that situation? Why were they coming unhooked in the net? When they're eating it, like, every cast.
Don't set the hook on them. Don't ever set the hook on them. Whenever you're like, we caught them really good yesterday on a swim bait. I think later today we got a good shot at it. Is you just don't hit them. Just keep when it goes don't. You so bad want to, bam, and just pound one. Just don't do it.
Here's your kind of question, Z.
Yeah, rock and fire.
From Brock. Would you rather have a third eye or a third arm, and why?
Yeah, that's totally Z right there.
I'll be honest with you. I'd like an eye. I'd like one in the back of my head. You know what I mean?
That's a great answer.
I really would.
That's a great answer.
I'd like to keep my eye on some people.
And then this one's pertinent to today. Clifford Arno asked, what are you referencing when you say highway? You've mentioned it a few times.
That's a great question. Okay. Clifford Arno, what is a highway? Okay. So these fish basically live the majority of their life out in this main lake, okay? EK, stay with me on the camera. At this time of year, there's highways that they get on going from where where they've been wintering and are going to spend the majority of the year to come in and spawn and then come out. Well, there's, just like a deer uses a deer trail, these bass use the same thing. They come in out that main lake and they come, and the only thing, what this highway is just a little depression. It's a depression off of a flat and a flat. That's all it is. Nothing fancy. But that depression acts as that's their route. All right, we're getting near some stuff. I just had one rip it right there. Did you?
Joe Moore from Twitter, basically, no relation, by the way, no relation. But Joe Moore from Twitter says, basically, hey, Zona, give us the rundown on cracking that tube. When, where, how, and why for those who have never cracked a tube to success.
You know, when you're cracking a tube, it looks like I'm moving a tube a lot. I mean, a ton, but I'm not. I'm only moving a tube a couple inches at a time, and I'm wanting it to grab grass. Okay? And the other side is, you know, I grew up reading every article in Bassmaster about, you know, you drag a worm and you drag a worm and you drag a worm, and that works phenomenal. But also, when you're cracking a tube, you're giving it it's a reaction bite with a notoriously slow lure presentation. You're getting them to react. If you watch a crawdad, he scoots about 3 inches at a time. Dart, 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 dart. He doesn't scoot 2 feet. Let's go in and get him. That's you see what it is, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But when I'm popping it and cracking it, I never ever feel them bite. I never. Never feel them bite. Man, there was a pile in this thing.
Sure was.
There's the trench. I just landed in it. Come on. Come on. Come on. I bet you can crack a tube right down the center of that trench.
Give it a shot.
Right? But I say I'm cracking it. All I'm really doing is I'm bouncing my line. I'm just bouncing my slack, and that tube is scooting. That tube is scooting probably, yeah, we want to be real sassy right here. That tube's only scooting at most 6 to 8 inches.
Good one.
No, but we got to settle down right here. All right, I'm gonna give something else out to everybody at home. In the summertime, these flats are really shallow right here. They're like 2 to 3 feet of water. And if you see right in front of us, you see this house with that yellow slide. What happens is they've made a motor trench. They've made a total motor cut that goes up in here. And those fish you were talking, that one viewer asked about, what's a highway? That's a perfect highway because it's a foot of water at a foot of water, and down in the belly of that, it's 3. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That's what was sitting in here, dude. That's how big in, man. D Hite, man.
I'll get him. If
you got him?
If you want to fish, there's so many up there.
Wow.
That's
wow.
a good one. That is a good one.
Wow. Look at that. Good job. Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes.
Dude, is that awesome?
Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful fish.
Stop, dude. Look at that.
Did I let you look at my fish? Oh, yours is.
No.
No?
I just threw about 9 mile long cast. I'm telling you, Davey, there was like 100 in here. Okay, so here's what that one viewer asked. What happens is when I throw this out, okay, when I take and throw this out, and I'm gonna crack a tube, let me get my tube dialed in here. Okay. They're biting. They're biting. Okay, so you're gonna launch that out there and let it get to the bottom. I use 8-pound Seaguar Tatsu. It's a real soft fluorocarbon. And the interesting thing about that is that Tatsu launches, and all I start doing is I start bouncing my slack. If you look at the slack in my line, I start bouncing my slack and then reel and throw it back. What I'm not doing is reeling and bouncing and reeling and bouncing. You're moving it too much then. What you're doing is just bouncing that slack, picking up line. Bouncing up slack, picking up line. And when your rod starts to load, that's when you start cracking. Did you have one?
I lost him, yeah, it was a good one.
When your rod starts to load, that's when you start to reel really fast. Those dudes come from Louisiana, you said? Seriously? Dang.
Get on up there. That was great showing that. I fished with you a lot.
Yeah.
And you can see that you just whip that line. It's
right.
not moving the bait a lot. It's just Your line's popping.
Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. But it catches big uns. I think we can catch him on a swimmer of it. Oh, yeah, that freaked me out. See how it trenches right there?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ease up. That's got some crazy deep water in there. Uh-huh. Gosh, there were so many roaming in this. There's the trench right there, EK. See how it goes down right there? I'm gonna throw that. Come on. Come on.
Maybe which is harder, 6 hours alive or a Bassmaster?
Good one.
Big one.
Unless I got him. No, it's not.
Keeper.
What's that, EK?
Which is more stressful, 6 hours alive or a championship Sunday? That's a fisherman.
Okay.
The 6 hours alive is more stressful than this.
Were you nervous when? Give it to me. Give me the story. So you found out the night before.
Well,
give me a whole breakdown.
Tommy Sanders texted me the night before our Sunday live. Keep in mind, you've been doing this for 15 years?
15. And still completely suck at it. So.
No, you're awesome. And I'm 3 events into my sophomore season, but I've always been confident with Z or Tommy beside me because they've been doing it for so long and they're so good. And I know when I suck, which is most of the time, they're gonna do just fine. So Tommy text Saturday night, got a high temperature, not doing good, but I'll try to make it in. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Speaking of oh my gosh, Biggin?
Yeah.
Might have to continue this right after this catch. I'll finish the story though. This is a big one. You want me to get it?
I get it.
You got it?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. That's a perfect motor trench fish. Right on, man. Perfect little females up in there. Like I never felt that fish bite. The rod just loaded up. Look at that. Huh? Top dead center. Whee! That's a Trocar 3/16 jig head, a 3.5-inch coffee tube. And a reason I'm going with green pumpkin just because everywhere we're fishing, if you look at the bottom, what I always do with all my tubes, I try to match whatever color the bottom is. I want that tube to look just like the bottom, because whatever lives down in there, their only defense is camouflage. Oh, son. What?
Son.
What?
No.
Oh, I thought it was a big one.
I did too. They'll fool you. Some of these not so big ones.
Little female, look at that.
Little fatty.
Maybe a little
So-
info from the studio. You won't have Tommy next tournament.
Bull crap.
But you got Mark Zona.
Oh, okay.
No, I got
Chesapeake.
Chesapeake.
Yeah,
yep.
I'm there. Chesapeake, I'm there.
But no Santa.
Hey, I'm fine with Tommy or Zona. They've got so much experience and they've done it so much and they're excellent at it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, I got a little nervous thinking, go to the doctor really quick, Tommy, get well soon. Gotta have you in the morning. I get to the studio and I'm looking for Tommy's car, no Tommy car. I go in the break room, no Tommy, but Mike McInnes is standing there and he just has that look on his face.
Oh my gosh, this is giving me anxiety hearing this.
And I'm thinking, please, no, please. He says, well, Tommy's not gonna be here today. I said, please tell me you're kidding. Please tell me you're kidding. He said, nope, but I'll give you this. He said, you'll be fine. I said, no, I won't. Oh my gosh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Oh, it is, it's a big one. It's a big one.
It's a big one. Might be the biggest one so far.
Good job, D. Good job. Hey.
Stay hooked up. Stay hooked up, baby. No, not the biggest one so far, but a chub.
Yeah, bud! That's a dandy, man. That is a dandy. Look at that. La-da-da-da-da.
La-da-da-da-da.
I love it. Oh, my whole body's vibrating. Good job, dude. Good job.
Deal.
Good job.
Dad.
Davey, that's a fine one right there. You know what? I loved hour number 2. Can we stay for a while longer? Or is it hour number 2 or 3? I don't even know where we're at. Who cares, man?
We're on 3.
Right? But we only got 1 hour left. We might extend this. If whoever's watching, we might extend it and do it all day. No, we're not gonna. We're going smallmouth fishing. I love you. Good job. We'll be back in a minute.
La-da-da-da-da.
La-da-da-da-da. Get him! Gosh, look at that. Okay.
Get in here!
That is awesome.
Are you kidding me?
Huh? You lose it?
Jumped off.
Gosh. Boy, he has T-boned it. They must be a job. Yes. French fish. Oh, man. Perfect little female.
The biggest one so far, but a chub.
Yeah, bud! That's a dandy.
Zona Live is brought to you by Seaguar, Boat U.S., TH Marine, and by Bass Mafia.
Out here, we're hostile, cold, and cruel. Are a way of life. There's no better way to live. Guts, glory, ram.
At Mercury, we put everything we have into our engines, and we take every ounce we can out of them. So when we set out to build a completely new engine, we looked at every nut, bolt, screw, shaft, gear, and cowling. And then we started innovating. New engineering, top secret alloys, and ended up creating the lightest line of engines in their class. So you can get way, way more out of way, way less. Introducing the all-new V6 Mercury 4-strokes. Lighter, quicker, more efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
As people who love the outdoors, we know what we stand for. We stand for fish, wildlife, and conserving the places they call home. We stand for the traditions we inherited and that we must pass on. We stand for great gear, fair prices, expert service, and memorable experiences. At Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, we stand together for you.
Every time we go fishing, you know we gotta tie one on.
In all honesty, when do I not tie one on?
Every time I go in the water, I love to tie one on. Every day of the week, I like to tie one on.
You may not know this about me, but every once in a while, I've been known to tie one on.
Come on, man. Join the Stray King team. All you gotta do, tie one on.
I think I always tie one on.
Pick up the Daiwa Tatula LT spinning reel. For its incredible toughness? Yes. For its aircraft-grade gears and high-speed retrieve? Sure. But seriously, pick it up and feel just how light it is. And the Daiwa Tatula SV baitcast reels, multiple gear ratios, and the SV spool will show you what long, controlled casting really is. Match them up with Tatula Elite rods, and you'll hold perfection in your hands.
Taming the beast isn't easy, but the bigger your electronics, the more you have on the line. In conditions like this, you need the KVD Kong Extreme Electronics Mount. The only electronics mount designed and built to be rock solid. No movement, no matter how heavy your gear. A marine-grade mount for fresh or salt water that's monstrously strong. The KVD Kong Extreme Electronics Mount.
Whoever coined the phrase, less is more, wasn't much of a fisherman. He probably talked himself into a V6 when he could have got a V8, settled for 100 horsepower instead of 250, and went home empty-handed when he should have doubled down. Introducing the Solix series. From Mega Imaging to AutoChart Live to CrossTouch, Solix has all of fishing's most innovative technologies on our biggest screen ever. Because more is more. Only from Humminbird.
A hook with a geometric triangular point to penetrate faster and easier.
Oh my goodness.
Surgically sharpened, resulting in a hook that penetrates twice as fast and dramatically improves strike-to-hookup ratios.
Bigot.
Made in the USA.
Get open here!
The most extraordinary fish hook ever made. Trocar.
Introducing the new Motor Guide X5. The X5 was built with the most hardcore angler in mind. Designed for durability and quiet performance under the most extreme conditions. This one was punished like no other. Patented variable ratio steering will allow you to cut like a knife through the most brutal conditions. The new Motor Guide X5. The most extreme technology for the most extreme fishing.
What's the difference between Seaguar and other fishing lines?
The difference is innovation.
Exceptional strength.
It's easier casting.
It's consistency, spool after spool, cast after cast. It's a commitment to lines that are always the best.
For every angler, Seaguar is always the best.
Fun time, good times, your time. There's nothing better than a day on the water. That is, until the unexpected happens. Nothing sinks a good time faster than a dead battery. Nothing turns a carefree morning into a stressful afternoon like an overheated engine. Why let your good day turn into a bad day when you can count on Boat US? With the nation's largest network of towboat US towers, we're here to assist you 24 hours a day. Boat US makes sure all your boating time is a great time.
You're watching Zona Live. Brought to you by Humminbird.
Way to go, D. Way to go, Bubba. Be a great big one.
Be a great big one.
Oh, gosh.
I don't like it's got shoulders.
I'm coming. Oh, I love you, bro.
Going easy. Oh, it's a nice one.
It is, isn't it? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Gosh. Them big old paws on it.
Got him.
Got him.
Got him.
Yes, sir.
Oh, gosh. I mean, come on, D. I am soaking wet.
I don't care. Get on up here with me.
Oh, my gosh. Look at that.
Good deal. Good deal.
Done. Here, I'm soaking.
Thank you, brother. Look at there.
I'd have jumped in. I would have. Give me a drink of that agua. Oh, that's a beauty. Look at that. Yes! Yes!
Old school big jig.
Old school big jig. Blow it up too. Blow it up. Oh.
Well, it's been a fantastic Zona Live presented by Humminbird in Western Michigan today. Zona and Davy Hite have been killing it. Last hours of the day, the last hour of Zona Live. Make sure you get your questions in. Hashtag Zona Live, hashtag sweepstakes on Twitter and on Facebook. Find the Davy Hite page, the Zona's Awesome Fishing, and the Bassmaster page to get your questions on Facebook. Twitter, just hashtag Zona Live and hashtag sweepstakes, because these boys have been catching plenty of fish. We've been waiting. They didn't make a cast during the commercial break because they wanted to save the juice for the final hour. So we will see what this last hour has in store. So get your questions in, win some prizes.
If you're anywhere near West Michigan, here's a tip. Look for that brown house with the yellow slide this weekend. Boy, it went fast today, man. I'm kind of bummed.
It did.
I hope we don't disappoint. Ron just said we were saving the juice. I thought we were in the juice.
Saving as you're not going to burn fish when the viewers aren't watching.
Yeah, no, we have not made a cast. Hey. So that was actually a good deal we were talking about. If you live on any shallow lake, always pay attention to motor trenches. Where pontoons and speedboats come out in the summer, they use those big in the spring. Dude, how do they not buy a jig?
Well, Z, we got some questions if you want to answer.
Rock and fire.
We had a great commercial break full of questions. Somebody wanted to know, since you guys are railing on them, when do you know to leave a place or hit it harder? Is it a gut feeling, or do you just end up having to have a big lull to realize they're not there anymore?
I don't. You know what's fun? I don't fish tournaments no more, but one of the hardest things to do in bass fishing is when you're ripping on them, Like that deal, we had that major flurry right on the other side of this reed patch. But when it kind of starts to taper and slack off and stuff like that, I mean, this is the time of year. If you're not catching them, like if you make 10 casts and you're not catching them, you move on. You just keep going. But you start to lose a few. They start to bite a little short, stuff like that. That's when you know they're wise to your tricks. You know, like what's funny is the place that Davy and I are gonna fish later today. We thought about doing live there. It's all smallmouth, but we're not gonna get a lot of shots on goal. I mean, it would have been we might have only caught 8 to 10 fish on live, but on the show, 8 to 10 fish. It's like, wow, you had a good day. I want to go up in there so bad.
We have another one. This is kind of an opinion for y'all.
Oh, I like that.
Cody Johnston wants to know, is Jordan Lee on the same track as KVD this early in his career from when KVD started? Also, how long do you think somebody could sustain something like this? As Davy Hite's hooked up.
Little guy.
Little guy.
Is Jordan on the same track as Kevin? Well, yeah. Actually, Kevin actually won. What? Kevin won Rookie of the Year or Angler of the Year his rookie season on the Elite Series. I don't know that we recognize it. I've talked to some people about it.
In the 90s.
In the 90s, we say that he won his second year on tour. That's not exactly true. He fished the Invitationals, qualified for the tour, and won Angler of the Year. But it took him obviously longer to win his classics than it has. If there was a classic tomorrow, Jordan would win. But get it. I'm playing volleyball with it. Hey, to me, it's impossible. It's literally impossible to compare anglers from different generations and stuff like that. They're both bad dudes. That's all I know. I'm gonna creep, Neil. I'm gonna creep. There was about a half dozen big females floating right in the back of this. Be a big one.
Oh, it was.
Was it?
Pulled off. Jeez.
Steve Clapper on Facebook says.
Who did you just say?
Steve Clapper.
Steve Clapper. That's the best smallmouth fisherman on earth.
That's why his question.
That dude has taught me more. You know what? I'll go back to that one question. I patterned my fishing after Steve Clapper. Dude, that guy is a legend.
He said, would you rather largemouth fish at Falcon or smallmouth fish on Erie? He said, I know you love them both.
Here's my answer to Steve Clapper. Steve C. from Lima, Ohio. If you're inviting me to do a Zona Live with you on Lake Erie, I mean, come on, Jack. He is absolutely one of the top 3 best smallmouth fishermen ever. And one of the best people I've ever known. There's a lot of evers right there in every sentence. Oh, that's awesome.
This might be not a difficult question, but Jerry Fisher wants to know, when fishing a shad spawn in stained or really stained water, what's your go-to bait? I got a feeling you might not say a bait, that you might say leave the area, but for baits, if you have a stained lake predominantly during the shad spawn.
White swim jig. Davey?
White swim jig, spinner bait, vibrating jig.
Was that a big one you had?
Yes.
And this one from Facebook, Jerry Niemeyer. Why do smallmouth bite so much better when the sun's out compared to maybe largemouth, or just the opposite when the clouds are out?
Best way to put it is when the sun's out, you're giving a sight feeder 20/20 vision. It's the best way to put it. If a smallmouth wants to see what he's going to eat, and no matter what anybody says, smallmouth down south and smallmouth up north, they are different monsters. They're just, you know, smallmouth down south, they like clouds. They're different. The thing with smallmouth up north, you got a dude that wants to see his prey, and when you turn the lights on, bing bong, peekaboo. Gosh, I don't know if I want to burn my last 45 minutes here. Let's just work it to the back and then jam. Good questions, Ronnie.
Those are great questions.
Water's high, man.
That wind's pushing it in there.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to knock one out of the park with this the last 45 minutes. You know what Kevin said to Sherry this morning? Ours were bigger at Menderchuck last year, just telling you.
No crap.
No? Oh, I can't believe we ain't got bit right there. Hey, dude, let's make one more cast. Gosh, I feel like we should get on that one bar off that. You know what I mean?
Yep. Catch a brown one or two. Don't you think?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Turned her head.
I don't know what to answer that fella that said, when do you stay or when do you leave right now? Like, I have no idea what to do. I hate to.
You know, we haven't run that.
What one?
That
whole thing, the entire.
Where we
shallow?
saw all
The
the
shallow
fish
one?
shallow. Yeah.
I saw those guys do that though. But
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, how much time we got?
We have got 42 minutes left.
Yeah.
What you thinking, Z?
I'm all tore down, bro. I just want to use our last 45 minutes wisely.
People want to know online, Davy.
Yeah.
Gary Disney wants to know where.
Did you say Gary Disney?
Gary Disney.
How about that?
Wants to know where you can get a Davy Hite American flag cap.
Yeah. So does Mark Zona.
I'm going to be giving some away on my Facebook page.
Are you really?
Yep, sure am. I'll start doing that. I ordered a couple dozen, and I'm going to start giving one away, probably 1 or 2 a week. So just stay tuned.
Do we get some in studio, or do we have to like and share your page?
Well, it depends on how many more comments I get like earlier about.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
I'm just kidding.
All right, let's jam.
All right, we moving?
Yep.
Let me make one more cast while
Okay.
you're pulling up trolling mode.
Okay.
Like what a great partner would do.
Let's jam. Okay. Come on, man. Last 30. Come
Making
on.
a move, making a move.
Huh?
I said making a move. What we gonna do?
Let's go down there on that one. I hate leaving this general area right now.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
I don't think those guys hurt that out there. Did you have some waypoints over this way a little more?
I have it on the other side of that point. I got a bunch of waypoints. Gosh, I hate leaving this area, dog.
Yeah.
You agree?
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying, bro? We're staying. We got 30 minutes. I'm in.
30 minutes.
We've caught enough. I want to try something real quick, real fast.
Okay.
Nah, let's do it. I can't do it. I gotta stay in there.
You gave such a good answer about knowing when to leave and la-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, la-da-da-da-da. All right. Gosh, there's just too many good ones in this area, dude. All right, I'm better. All right. That was hard right there for me. We got a spot where we could catch like another 30 over there, but I feel like the biggest ones in this lake right now are right through here. All right. Vandy, good call? Yeah? I think so. Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Ah!
That's the toughest question in bass fishing.
Stay.
Stay
leave.
or go. Yep. Do you leave them biting?
Hey, dude. I know there was a bunch cruising this sand right here and stuff. Why don't we get and I'll finesse you along them reeds, see what happens.
Okay. And me throw out? Maybe?
Yeah, because
okay.
dude, there's a lot of cruisers just donking around, big ones.
Okay.
Been a fun day, man.
It really has.
Bummed it's over.
I thought hour 3 was hour 2.
So did I. Totally did. Just stay around my back quarter panel, Neil.
Is that Neil V from Kalamazoo?
Yep.
Yeah, dude, they were crawling in here. Crawling. Ay.
That water's up a lot.
That water's way up. Dude, it poured yesterday, man. There's one right there. Okay, hi, yeah. Another one, biggin'.
Yep.
Biggin'.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
No.
I mean a monster stick.
Sorry, dude.
Broke me off.
That was awesome. Want me to get your head?
I'll get him. Get the right box.
We got some.
Thank you.
I thought you hooked the one. I was like, you did it in the last 30 minutes. Come on. Beds everywhere right through here.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You gonna try the wacky worm?
I can't do it. I can't get myself to do it. Hold up, EK. Ready. They're everywhere. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Davy?
Yep.
There are bass fish all over right now.
Are they really?
Yeah. Cruising, locked. Ooh, they're a little jumpy. Little jumpy ha-ha.
What you going with, Dave?
Oh, I'm swimming this menace. Zona's got a big old bag of them for us. It's been good to us today.
It has. It has. They bit it. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Having a time, isn't he? I feel like we got to be on that wind.
I wouldn't give it but a few minutes.
What's that, this?
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
they seem
agree.
spooky, don't they?
Yeah, very. Very. I'm going to just burn it real fast and then we'll just work our whole way.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Big one right there. Oh my gosh. They're everywhere, dude. I mean, they are everywhere. Jumpy.
Not a stick this time.
Attaboy.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's a good one.
What's going on? What's going on over there? That's a big one, isn't it?
Yes.
Way to go, dog. You're awesome. Good job, T. Nice one. Look at that. I got all wet. That is a nice one. Okay. Good job.
Give it some.
You're the best.
Do we have to stop at 4 hours? Do we have to stop after 4 hours Zona Live? Must we? Must we?
He's just out donking around, wasn't he?
Yeah, those females, you talked about it earlier. There's always some of those bigger females sitting right outside these beds.
Well, there was yesterday, dude. Just like the best area in here was that. Okay.
Oh, they're in there too.
They're everywhere. Last half hour, okay. Okay. One more big one, D. One more big one. One more big one. One more big one. One more big one. Oh gosh. Oh my get out in that wind a little more. Yeah. Yeah, this was the whole, you could see them little sand spots. Yeah, I got a pile of waypoints there. Come on, come on. That's where two of them smallmouth were out there.
I think we're going to do well. We just go right back out that deal right there.
Let's do it. Oh, there's a great big one right there. Okay.
You tubing them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, can I throw that little jig you had on?
You absolutely.
You know I like to throw a jig
You
a little bit.
absolutely can, friend. Right. There you go. Cute as a button, too.
Thank you.
Beautiful. 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 Okay. Gosh, we could have used this wind earlier. I'm saying that, but yeah, out in here was the goods. You know they spawn on this flat.
Oh, sure.
Look, I mean, look at that. So many spots, so little time. There he is. He was gonna eat it. Yeah. Yeah, right on the net. Whoa.
I saw that earlier.
Yeah. Oh, I could see what those fish were sitting on now that I got waypointed. Okay. There were so many through here, dude. Come on, come on. Oh, no.
Definitely a fish. Come on.
Good bite, yeah.
I couldn't really tell. I mean, I should have caught the fish. I don't know what size, but.
I feel like while the sun's out, we might want to make a 10 cast where we're blasting them right there.
Oh, I would.
Yeah? Let's do it.
I mean,
we're going.
You don't want to fish that way hard, or you going to run?
Let's run it. I'll just idle us.
Okay.
We're going. Kill the last part of the day there. I'm going to start this way of it, okay?
Okay, good.
the rest of the day here.
Good move. Good move. Come on up.
Come on, come on. One biggin, one biggin, one biggin. Little swimmer.
Oh, that swim jig you had. Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Come on. Take this in just a hair tighter. Got a bed right there.
Yep.
Ronnie, any last questions?
We do. We got quite a few. We're going to try to get to a couple of them.
Okay.
Someone asked, Mike, and I'm not even going to, Mike, I know you're a viewer of Bass Live and you got a really long, confusing last name. I'm not going to try it. So Mike asks, when are the Zona twins and the Van Dam twins going to have a derby on Zona Live for bragging rights?
Oh, my.
Oh, heavens. Heavens.
I don't know if there would be team captains and the dads would be involved or not, but that would be interesting.
A couple years yet. They're close.
What is your, Cody Johnston wants to know what's your favorite word to call a big old largemouth or smallmouth is? I know you mix it up, Z, but what's your all-time favorite?
Devil Kong. Boy, everybody's coming in now.
This one's fishing tips and techniques related. Justin Eager or Justin Egger asked, if the tube is so effective for you, Zona, and especially up north, why don't we see more elite events up north getting won? I know we saw Christie's at St. Clair, but why isn't the tube so popular?
I don't think people throw a tube that much anymore. I really don't. I think, you know, small swim baits and drop shots, they're cool and hip and happening.
Kind of happening right now,
but
biggin?
I don't think so. Oh, it's a nice one. Yeah, it's a good one. Whoa, that's a big one. Come here.
Nice, nice.
Wow, those are just perfect bass. I just don't think people throw them that much anymore. You know, like all we threw growing up, like around here, Vandy and me, like we threw tubes and hula grubs, period. Like nothing else. That's, you know, what we grew up throwing. And I think a lot of times oh, I'm sorry about that. You know, other baits get, other baits get happening and you forget about old stuff. But what's funny is, like, I was talking with Christy about it, and he's like, I can't get away from it. I can't drop shot. I can't do anything but throw a tube. He's so addicted to it. But the thing about a tube is, in the north, it mimics everything they eat. You know, it mimics crayfish, it mimics perch, gobies. Tell you what, we ain't throwing it.
Davey, this
right
one's
in
for
that
you
creek.
since you're been a little quiet last few questions. Had you not forged a successful career in fishing, what do you think you would have ended up doing?
Oh, I was full-time Army National Guard
Yes,
when I
sir.
quit that job to give fishing full-time a chance. I'd been in that same job for 10 years. I'd still be there, I'm sure.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one along the lines of your job. Since retiring from competition, how busy is your schedule? And do you still have sponsor commitments? Like, what's a day like?
No.
Say that again for Davey?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now that you're not fishing professionally and you've retired from that aspect of the sport,
yep.
What's your schedule like now with commitments with sponsors? Free time fishing, you're on your own, whatever.
I'm almost as busy as I've ever been. Because I work every elite event, I work the bracket, I work the AOI championship, all those things in studio most of the time, sometimes at the event. But I still have sponsor commitments, and I just like to go fun fishing, probably more than I have. I had forgotten, to be honest with you, I had forgotten how fun it is to just go.
You said that last night.
Just go fishing with a friend.
Yeah.
And when they're biting, you don't have to shake them off the whole time. You just yank on them, and it's great. It really
Wait till later today.
Good question.
Someone on Twitter named Newton Heels said, you seem to be using lighter line on the spinner rods. How do you get over the stigma or anxiety of using light line? It's tough for him to get uncomfortable with line, or it's tough for him to get comfortable with line below 10 pounds.
Just have a, oh gosh. I mean, that fish knocked the,
that's a big one.
It's a big smallie. Gosh, it's a great big one.
Wow. You need help or you got him?
I'll get him.
Big smallmouth.
Yeah.
The one we've been waiting on. Big smallmouth.
That's a good one, Vandy. Oh, he just wrapped himself. Ah! Stay hooked, 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 stay hooked.
Big fat
That's
one.
a big one. Gosh. That's a big one. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Look at that. Golly. That one's for my buddy Steve Clapper. That's fantastic. Give it up, man. Woo. Huh? That's a big one. Look at his tail. Perfect. Huh? What are you doing to him?
Oh, I gotta try to catch one too.
Oh. Wow. Wow. Nice one, isn't it?
Not as big as yours, and it is green.
The highway. The highway. How about that? Way to go, D! What a day. Hey.
Get in here.
That's so great. He's starting to bite again.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
There he is.
Oh my gosh.
Begging. No? Yeah. Give it, hey dude, just give it up. Give it up, man.
Hooked up, give it up. Do we have to stop after 4 hours?
I don't know, maybe we ought to do a Zona show here the rest of the day. Oh, it's not as big as I thought. No. Nice one.
Hooked up? No. Oh, maybe not so little.
Wow. Wow.
This is a revolving door.
Wow. The highway has paid off, D. Good job. Oh no!
What?
What's going on over there?
Did I just do that?
Just had another one.
I didn't do anything. He did it.
What a day.
You know, Ron Moore asked me,
yes,
what were my thoughts about this week, and I said I expect a trip of a lifetime. And this, Z, everybody knows I've been fishing a long time, have been on a lot of good trips, but truly a trip of a lifetime.
You the best. You the best. Come on, 10 minutes. Let's catch a great big one now. Wow. The highway has paid off graciously. So awesome. So awesome.
You didn't catch
I actually missed one. You got a Bluetooth in, bro? Yeah. Killing it. You got a fanny pack too? Sorry.
I got retired after the
Oh, that thing. Oh!
Gosh, dude, they're
green one or brown one?
Green one.
Loaded up
right
there,
man.
Revolving door. You want back here? Get off of there.
This spot that we're sitting on Monday night. Gosh dang, dude. Got to be kidding me. There's more coming in. All right. Unreal. Unreal.
There's got to be just hundreds of them there.
Little chub.
Chub?
Wow.
Have we caught our limit yet? What is the limit?
So on Monday night, I checked cell service here, and I texted Davy, and Ronnie was packing. Everybody was getting ready to leave studio from the Kentucky Lake tournament, and there was no wind right here in this trench. There was no wind here, and I'm not kidding you. It looked like an aquarium of 2 to 4.5 pounders. A complete aquarium.
You make a cast without a bite?
Fun day, man.
Fun stuff.
And we captured one of the man in the brown suit. That's awesome. Ten minutes. Come on. What was that?
Something come up.
Something just eating
Feeding,
right there?
sure did. Are they biting?
Tried to bite my
Are they
hydro wave.
eating?
Ay. Hey, Vandy. I'm gonna put my poles up. I'm gonna just come up 10 yards, okay, dog?
We hadn't really hit that corner. We've been close to it.
Yeah. Let's get her up high. You ready? You got one?
No.
I'm gonna stay right off that corner.
Yep.
Dude, it's incredible how many sit there.
It really is. It really is.
Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Really?
Yep.
Were you reeling it?
I don't remember what I was doing. We talked about you need to remember your cadence.
Little guy.
Little guy. I had him hooked on the side. I thought he was a good one. Catch a big one on that corner.
Yep.
Forward, doesn't it? That might be him right there.
Ooh. Oh, he's way out there. I have no idea. That's a right head shake. I don't know. It's another. I don't want today's live to end. It's almost like it's been a dream day, you know what I mean? Are you kidding me?
Not a big one, but it's a decent one. Oh, dang, I lost him.
I love you, bro. Special fun day.
You bet. Thanks for the invite.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the invite.
Come on. Ronnie, any last questions?
We got a couple, Z.
We ain't got much time, brother.
Well, we'll get to two for sure. Answer the question about the light line to begin with, about getting uncomfortable. You kind of caught a couple fish. It's okay.
If you notice what happens when Davy hooked a bunch of bass with a spinning rod today, or I hook a bass, whenever you bow that rod and load that rod, you want to hear that right there, that line's squealing instantly. Where a lot of people break a lot of fish off is they just got their drag too tight. You know, you could have. I've been using 8-pound of B.A.S.S, but you can go down to 6 as long as you have, you know, a real good drag on your reel. This is a Daiwa Tatula 2500, and you just want your reel to slide when you set the hook. And the other thing is, just don't get in a hurry. Don't get in a hurry with him. If you just let him do what he wants to do, like right there, you hear that reel? You hear it tick, 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 tick. You'll never break them off. And the other thing is, have a rod that has some tip on it, because if your rod is too stiff for 8-pound line, if your rod's too stiff, that rod will break it. So you want a soft power.
And then one more question.
One other thing I'll add to that, Z, don't you think lines have progressed?
Yeah,
we have better line than we did. It's like everything else in our arsenal, from the boat to motor.
And then the last question, we've seen a lot of fish peeing when you catch them. They're peeing. What makes them do that during the spawn, or how is that to signify a male, or? Live by the frog wanted to know that.
That's too much biology for me, bro.
I just say, you know, they're spawning when you see that happening.
Because what's interesting is you really don't see them doing that the rest of the year.
Nope.
You just see them doing it, you know, in this 2-week span. Vandy, good job today, yo. Hook Vandy up with a prize pack. You guys have done awesome. Come on, one great big Seaguar. Now we're just being... I gotta get to that tip.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh gosh, I had one. That one right there?
Yep.
Stay with me, EK. Stay with me. Oh yeah. They're gonna it took me about 20 minutes to figure out what...
Oh, I didn't mean to go quite that far left.
Oh, it shallows up right there. You come out of the trench. Uh-huh. I bet you there's one sitting out in this trench. Go ahead, Dave, take it. There's that wind. All right, I'm gonna take a little time out. We're done with question time, Ronnie. I gotta be dead honest with you. This was one of the most fun Zona lives, Davey, we've ever done, bud.
Thank you.
I love you. You're the best. Big thanks to every single person that has watched this magical beating today. Biggest thanks to everybody at Bassmaster, Sarah Fry, I can't name everybody at JM Associates, all the camera guys, Ron Moore, Vandy, Wes Miller, Middleton, everybody in the truck. Wes, you're my boy, Kafka. Davey, let's put this on a rack and go smallmouth fishing.
Let's do it. And this has been awesome. It really has.
You're the best, bro. Thanks for watching. See you in about three weeks. Thanks for watching Zona Live, presented by Humminbird. We out. Good job, dude. In here, boy.
Yes.
Female sitting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That one right there, it's a female.
I'm in the pine tree.
Ta-da! That's a nice
There you go.
That's a good one. Uh-huh.
That is a stud.
Gosh. Yes. Oh, man. Gosh.
Yes. Biggest one so far, but a tip.
Yeah, bud. That's a dandy, man. That is a dandy.